Hello and welcome. Welcome. Happy to have you here. If you're watching the VOD, I do love you. And a part of me showing my appreciation for you will be locking behind a paywall one of the features that you love dearly. Yes, you are receiving the same treatment that the Twitch and in particular the live stream people endure, where I lock the things that they want just out of reach, just out of monetary reach. If you've enjoyed the timestamps on the VODs, I am sorry that those haven't been done lately. It's been a difficult time getting this book boy to do work, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of timestamps that I have to catch up on, and I figured I couldn't come up with a better donation goal, so I just threw those up there. Don't tell the live stream people, but I'm probably doing no matter what, you know? As I have time and I'm tired or I don't want to do something else, I know that this is like a menial task that I could do that makes me feel like I'm being productive. So expect those timestamps to be coming on the old VODs. If you've been waiting for those for a while, I am sorry about that, but you know, it's hella extra. You guys are spoiled, okay? Because a lot of other people do not do that with their VODs, okay? So I know the other parents don't buy their kids the type of shit that I buy you guys, okay? So you get spoiled, but, you know. Anywho, that's something I'll be working on, so expect that. Maybe we'll hit the goal today, and then I'll feel good about all that off-stream time. Good evening, Hail Rules. It's an interesting name. I'm going to try to be learning about more of the chatters as I kind of return to having fun with stream, you know? Like, initially, it was super fun to just talk with you guys. The last stream, I had a couple of people on Discord to talk with me about some of their disagreements or different perspectives on stuff that we were covering, and we watched this video that I felt was a really good demonstration of how, like, the average person thinks and talks and you know, walks through their arguments, and we had some different kinds of people on there. Oh man, it was such a good stream. Before I knew it, I had noticed that we were almost going on 6 hours when the internet started cutting out. The internet shouldn't cut out today because I have hardwired my laptop into the internet. So instead of getting the 40 megabytes that I was getting before, I'm now getting close to 950. So, and that's up and down. We got that good shit here. I am in Romania. So in case you missed that, I am in Bucharest, Romania, not to be confused with Budapest, which of course is a wonderful city in Hungary, less wonderful country. Yeah, that's about the TLDR of what's going on with me, all the frequently asked questions I would get. Comment down below if there's some old school book smart stuff you'd like to see me jump back into, like language or essays or note taking, or, you know, because I'm kind of going through the old catalog and trying to remember how I put those together. And I had a talk with my editor today, actually, where we were kind of going through like, all right, so like what changes should we make? What are you expecting to do with the YouTube channel? How can I help you? And how can you help me, etc. My editor is Tack. You guys may be familiar with their edits. They definitely work hard on all the TLDW content and stuff like that. And, you know, some of the really good streams happened when I was at my, like, little bungalow across the street from the water in Mexico, and I was just Bing chilling because, like, it was really affordable to live there, and it was cheap, and I had money saved, and, like, all these good things were going for me. Good things are starting to go for me again. Like, I have savings, but I am spending through it, so that's why I'm trying to stream more and take this more seriously so that whatever ground that I've gained, I'm able to hold on to, you know what I mean? So in an effort to kind of hold on to it more, I'm going to try streaming more and see what does it take to stream more. And one thing Tack pointed out to me is it was really nice when you would just kind of gush about stuff that you liked, like the UFOs in Mexico stream, the Friend Zone stream where I was on the bed for, I think, one of the first times besides in Vegas. Yeah, we had like a good time because I was just vibing. I was just like, I would look at what I had been like reading or things I had been watching on YouTube or whatever, and I just picked stuff that I liked. You know, I imagine that somewhat that's how organically React content starts at the inception when a big streamer covers their first big thing, you know? So, you know, to kind of get into that. I'm just going to pick stuff that I like to gush about, and then we'll cover that. And then, of course, I'll have my eyes open on the horizon for the next like big drama thing that we're supposed to cover. But I'm going to fill hours doing shit that I like, you know what I mean? And then I think that'll be my spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down with the more taxing stuff, you know? Oh my God, Booksmarts is live. Yes, I am. Good to hear. Good to hear my voice. I'm happy to hear that you're happy to hear the hearing of my voice. That's great. Doodling later? Ooh, all right. Now we're talking. Yeah. Wolfgang, very interested in the art segments on the stream. For those of you that don't know, I believe Wolfgang is the person that like shares their screen when they're drawing in Discord, and they're always working on cool illustrations. So if you're unfamiliar, our Discord is actually really cool. We got a lot of fun characters in there. So I would highly recommend you check it out. Anywho, as part, my mom doesn't let me watch Destiny. Well, it'll be a short video, so you know, take that for what it's worth.
What is this?
Metal Gear Muffin coming in to drop the sub and take off.
Hey, Book. Glad to see you streaming again. Hope you find a place in the U.S. soon.
Yeah, we'll see about that place in the U.S. We'll see about that place in the U.S., brother. You know, I'm considering going to Omaha. I'm considering pulling a reverse Destiny, dude, but we'll talk about that as time gets closer to that, okay? I'm very up in the air with the moving stuff, you know? After North Carolina failed, I'm considering all options. But for the next 2 months, I'll be enjoying Romania and giving you guys lots of streams. So that's the note here about lots of streams in August and September. I created this little graphic up at the top to kind of tell you guys about some of the stuff that we're doing today or working on this month. I'll kind of update that every stream and just try that out and see how that works. I found it in an old folder and edited the file and had a bit of fun with it. But yeah, you know, I'm just going to try to have more fun with this stuff. So I picked some stuff that I would be personally interested in watching on stream and talking about, and then $5 doodle requests. So if you send in $5, or if you are on the YouTube or you're on the Twitch and you do your membership, so on Twitch you sub, you know, you use that Prime, the free sub you get every month, or you gift a sub to somebody or whatever, you can also put in what it is that you would like a doodle request of, and then I'll add that to the queue. And then maybe hopefully we'll have like 5 or 6 different things, maybe even more, and I'll just put that all into a collage, and before bed I'll just crack all those out on stream with you guys and shoot the shit. Also, a old part of the stream that I am bringing back today, much to the chagrin of our YouTube overlords. I am going to be playing Spotify music because I fully suspect that if we end up going long in the doodle segment, like a lot of people like turn up to do the doodle segment requests, then we'll have to be drawing for a while, and there's no way in fuck I'm doing that without noise. So we're dipping into the folder full of songs that I would like to share with stream that I listen to. I always have my Spotify on random, and I grab random songs from there. Let me figure out what I want to start with. Let's go with something hypey to kind of, you know, rein in the return of the DJ Smart section, okay? This track is titled Phantasm, Phantasm, by Jack the Stripper. This artist, I really like both the songs they've made, but apparently there's only 2 songs of theirs on Spotify, and they're both on single albums. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they're a new artist. Maybe they'll come out with more stuff. I don't know. But like both of them are a bop and have like crazy lyrics as well as like a really fun beat. So I would highly recommend that you look up Jack the Stripper and check their stuff out. This is what you know, the better of the 2 in my opinion. So I figure I'll let you in on this one to share it. And then we'll move on to another very strange track. It'll be much more in the vein of strange, if you know what I mean, okay? Because I like giving you guys that weird shit, you know? Anywho, without further ado, Phantasm. Enjoy.
Took a lot of pills in my car, now I can't sleep. Think about ways that you'll never love me. Think about ways that I'd be good for you. Think about things I shouldn't be thinking. Putting a shotgun up to my ear and finding ways to get into the mood. Ghosts in my mind, I'm thinking all the time. Like daddy born in 1843. I'll be there at 7, meet you in heaven. Creme brulee, strawberry cream. Bloated in blue, I'm thinking of you, cause you're my bug
babe. Evil dead? Nah. Evil ahead. I'm gonna see you later. Hit me up, phone numbers.
Do you love me? Yes, no, maybe. I'll be seeing Hades soon. Purgatory's mandatory. Pistol up my channel, see the moon. Just want someone to take me for coffee. Watch me watch you watching a movie. I can see you smelling my perfume. Mad organizer, DVT binder, dump my body. They'll never find her flowers in my corpse. Let's watch them bloom. This is a nice beat, Brady.
There you go. That was Phantasm. Probably should have given a trigger warning about the suicide shit, but you know. It's music. It's art, baby. What, are you going to have a trigger warning on every piece of art? Come on now. So lyrics got a little bit weird because I needed to have you lubed up and ready for the next insertion into the lovely, lovely depths of Am I Weird by Chip the Black Boy. Enjoy.
I don't want Timmy to come over. I don't like him.
Why?
'Cause he's weird.
Am I weird? Am I everything you fear? Am I the voice in the void in the space between your ears? Am I leading you to hell? Why you wishing well? Am I vaulting you to heaven with a hypnagogic spell? Can you smell it on my breath? Is it the whispering of death or the slumbering aroma of the cousin of a coma? Lie up on the sofa, relax and let your lids rest. Look into the nothing to see traces of the infinite. I am the bird boy with busted wing, singing on the sidewalk, hiding from the nighthawk. I am the blood pudding, you are the golden spoon. We are conjoined corollaries in a throbbing womb.
That's kind of weird.
Am I weird? Am I wild? Am I free? Am I you or you me? Must you shut your eyes to see? Is the treetop cradle faded to the weather? Is the fortified foundations a trivial endeavor? Hush, my darling, don't fuss, my angel. What's an anaconda? What is it to be strangled? Death is only practice, resistance is madness. Every ladder step is an exercise in sadness. Lay upon the mattress, aren't you feeling listless? Give your lungs a rest, exhale that breath. It stirs the dust particles, sparkling in the blackness, landing in the eyes of the baby in the basket. Merrily, merrily drifting downstream, awaiting tragedy or charity, and all is but a dream.
Was that one a little bit weird, huh? Am I a little bit weird for sharing it with you? Well, you know, that's the price of being a trendsetter, you know, in music and in all things in life. You got to be a little bit cringe sometimes. Someone planted a microphone in Booksmart's shower and picked up him randomly rapping this. Dude, I high-key want to, like, look at the lyrics of this and memorize it. I think it's hilarious. I think it's like the type of like diabolical shit where like to troll people on like an airplane or something. Like I just start like randomly rapping it under my breath, like right next to them. And I have headphones on. And then I just like take the headphones off and I just like keep rapping it and like stare in front of me at the seat in front of me and do that and start like shaking. Dude. When you have the opportunity to, it's fun to fuck with people on airplanes, you know, especially if you're strapped in for like, you know, like an 11-hour flight or some bullshit and they got to sit next to the crazy guy who talks to himself. Hey, Book, did you ever break down the Zizek v. Peterson debate? I would be very interested in your insights on the way they interacted in their Marxism/happiness debate. I would love to. That would be fine. Sure. Here's the thing, though. I'm kind of moving the channel in a direction where we cover more things that I'm actually interested in. As much as I would love to watch a joining of the minds, as brilliant as those two, I kind of struggle to listen to Zizek. I'm not going to lie. It's a little like listening to, you know, You know how when they make wine...
What is this?
Thank you for that sub. Let's see if there's a doodle request hidden in there that I have to take note of. Is there going to be one? Probably not. Well, Pizza on Pineapple, I don't know if you know this, but we're doing doodle requests today. So every time somebody subs, gifts a sub, becomes a member on YouTube, or donates $5, you can put in the donation message or in your sub message a doodle request. If you're on YouTube, just type it in the chat after you become a member. And I would be happy to do that. Same with Super Chats, obviously. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Listening to Zizek is a lot like, you know, those ladies that like stomp on grapes to kind of like, get the juices out and make wine. Imagine that, a large, hairy person was doing that same shit, but like they were trying to make cheese in the bucket. That's kind of like the sensation that I get when I listen to Zizek talk. It's like deeply uncomfortable. And, the tone of it kind of changes over time as the cheese is worked in there. I get a little bit used to it. Then I catch myself getting used to it, and then I'm disgusted. So I have a very difficult time listening to Zizek. He probably wouldn't be somebody that I would pick for a review, because if I had to do that for like hours, it would be very uncomfortable for me, unfortunately. But the good news is we have plenty of stuff that I do enjoy that we will be covering, and I'm going to save the things that I don't enjoy for things that you guys want, like stupid drama shit that happens on Twitch, okay? We're going to cover a little bit of like my thinking that's pushed me in that direction. Of course, there's been a gazillion things. I've been talking about it for a long time, but it was interesting hearing Destiny talk a little bit about that. So the Destiny video that we're going to watch about Destiny moving on, that's going to kind of cover that topic. We also have on the plate for today a Veritasium video on experts, possibly. We'll see if we're able to get to that one. There has been a couple of tweets that I'd like to look at. One from our friend of the show, I'm Really Important, kind of talking about what Biden has done. So if you want a little bit of something to bring at the dinner table about why you love Biden so much, we'll give it to you, because God knows you won't be able to find that organically. And then we have Utah trying to pass a trans ban, and the way that their governor, I believe it is, responded to it. I found it interesting. It was in the vault of things I wanted to talk about. So I dug it out because we talked a bit about trans issues last stream, and we talked about them as well the stream before that. So kind of closing out the trans theme, I figured I'd close it on a high note. I know when you hear Utah trans ban, you're probably not thinking of the best thing in the world, but I can guarantee you, if you're pro-trans, it'll put a smile on your face. Beyond that, at the end, we'll do doodles, and then we're going to watch a video of IRI completely clapping back against a random stranger who didn't know what kind of hornet's nest he stepped into. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion in terms of losing in a conversation. So that was a train wreck that I particularly enjoyed watching. It was in HD, and it was only 20 minutes long. So an HD 20-minute long train wreck sounds like my kind of video. So we'll be covering that as well. Booksmarts, can you rap I kill pedophiles? I could, I won't. I love that grape lady, though. I love that grape lady, too. I'm not a big fan of cheese, though. It's definitely an exhausting conversation. Yeah, that, too. Noam Chomsky, genocide denial review, Pog. I've heard he has a couple of weird takes. I think he has weird takes about Ukraine and stuff as well, but anywho. Let's start with trans stuff. That's always a fun one, okay? Let me switch scenes here. Oh, I have my buttons. Oh, I should mention. See these threads, boyos? You see, I got threads that I didn't buy at H&M. Yeah, that's right. My luggage came back. They texted me at 4 o'clock in the morning. They said, hey, Booksmarts, I know we said we totally lost that luggage, but it's actually here. So I went to the airport. I picked up my luggage. I waited quite a long time to pick it up. Saw quite a few people fuming about how long it was taking to get theirs. I was totally zen about it. I'm like, dude, I assumed this would be an all-day thing. If you've ever lived in Thailand for an extended period of time, basically, a lot of countries get like 30 days to be in Thailand. And then you can extend your 30 days to another 30 days, making 60 in total if you go to the immigration office and renew it. But The immigration office takes in a limited amount of people, and sometimes the limited amount they tell you that you're in isn't really the limited amount, and yada, yada, yada. And there's a chance that you end up talking to somebody, and for one reason or another, they just deny it. Either you didn't pay them money that they wanted, or, you know, they just didn't like the cut of your jib. So I'm used to turning on this mode of like understanding when I'm under the thumb of bureaucracy, and the bureaucracy is shit. So the second I got there, and then I was told to go to one place and it wasn't the place, and I was told to go to another place and it wasn't the place, and I got to the third place and they gave me a phone number and I called it and it ended up just disconnecting after like 5 rings. I'm like, oh, okay, this is one of those situations where there's no way in fuck I'm going to get this done anytime soon. Because I asked the lady, I'm like, hey, I've called them like 5 times and it's like ending the call at different numbers of rings. So someone might be messing with me. Could I just like walk down to wherever this is? And she's like, oh no, see, that's on the other side of the gate past the security checkpoint. So you're not allowed to go over there. You got to just keep calling them. Yeah, it takes a while. And I'm like, woo-sa. Okay, I'm gonna be here a long ass time. And I was there a long ass time, but I was very nice to the lady when she finally let me in, unlike the other people who were ahead of me in the line. But yeah, so that was the whole shenanigans, but I've got my bag and I've got my clothes, and I no longer need to keep wearing the same H&M clothes for days on end. So that's great. Anywho, I'm distracting us. That sounds painful. What was painful was losing it in the first place. What was painful was my flight experience, which I will talk about when I run out of topics to cover on the stream, okay? Because it's a very, very, very long story. Let's see. Which thing do I go to here on my button pad here? I think I go to this one. No? Yeah, that's the one. All right. So what do we have here? The Republican governor of Utah vetoed a trans sports ban yesterday. This was a while ago, by the way. It was March 23rd, but it was in my to-do. Here is part of a letter that he wrote explaining his decision. And I really, really like this, okay? There's 75,000... Oh, I think I'm too zoomed in. No, I'm perfectly zoomed in. There are 75,000 high school kids participating in high school sports in Utah, 4 transgender kids playing high school sports in Utah, 1 transgender student playing girls' sports, 86% of trans youth reporting suicidality, and 56% of trans youth having attempted suicide. 4 kids and only 1 of them playing girls' sports. That's what all of this is about. 4 kids who aren't dominating or winning trophies or taking scholarships. 4 kids who are just trying to find some friends and feel like they are a part of something. 4 kids trying to get through each day. Rarely has so much fear and anger been directed at so few. I don't understand what they are going through or why they feel the way they do, but I want them to live. And all the research shows that even a little acceptance and connection can reduce suicidality significantly. For that reason, as much as any other, I have taken this action in the hope that we can continue to work together and find a better way. If a veto override occurs, I hope we can work to find ways to show these 4 kids that we love them and they have a place in our state. I recognize the political realities of my decision. Politically, it would be much easier and better for me to simply sign the bill. I have always tried to do what I feel is the right thing regardless of the consequences. Sometimes I don't get it right, and I do not fault those who disagree with me. But even if you disagree with me, I hope this letter helps you understand the reasons for my decision. Sincerely, Spencer J. Cox, Governor of Utah. So I love this. I love this. And when I read this quite some time ago, I put it away in the vault of things that Booksmarts likes, and I'm like, I'd like to share this with stream. Anytime something makes me feel like particularly good, it is particularly uplifting, I kind of want to keep putting that stuff into a little treasure chest of things that make me feel good and share it with you guys. Maybe it'll make you feel good. Definitely will make you feel better than the rap track that we had on just before this, you know? But yeah, I love this. You know, I don't know what this person. So spontaneous W, I am gonna give you a warning. Just stay on topic with what we're talking about. Never get expensive luggage checked. Just mail it or carry on. I mean I carried it on, but yeah, I enjoyed this. This was great. I'm from Utah, and it's not often we get W's, but this time we did. But oh boy, are people here not happy? Yeah, that's unfortunate, but. That's a bit of positivity. Something I saw that I'm like, that makes me feel good about the world. At least one person's kind of seeing through the bullshit and trying to do something good. And, that's the kind of stuff I want to highlight. Another thing I want to highlight is something that had happened with I'm Really Important, who here has a tweet loving his senile friend, Joe Biden. 528,000 jobs added in July, 3.5% unemployment rate, the best in 50 years. The CHIPS and PACT Acts, who knows what that is. IRA bill, $400 billion for climate change. Gun reform, gas prices plummeting. Yeah, because they raised so high, but okay. Huge Kansas pro-choice win. Yeah, that happened. Was that Biden? I don't know. Smoked Al Qaeda's leader from his basement with COVID. That's that is his doing. Dem candidates surging. Hey, there's your boy. There you go. So, and he's answering people in the comments with links to whatever the hell it is that he's talking about. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely respond. We love our electoral pundit. One of the only people on Twitch that I feel like really sticks to just covering what's happening in terms of like the Congress and the House of Reps and like what's happening in electoral politics in the United States. And somebody decided to pick a fight with this guy on Twitter. Can you believe it? And he had some choice words for our friend IRI. And he's what I would consider a bit of a bully. He was a little bit of a bully. Granted, he was under the impression that IRI had stolen some of his music. Based on what evidence, you might be wondering? Well, it's a question I still have at the end of this 17 minutes. So if you're hoping this will answer that, you're probably not going to get a solid one. His chat or somebody told him. But he didn't check shit. And sounds like he's not even really aware of what IRI does on his stream, which is mostly watching C-SPAN and MSNBC and Fox and basic television. So the idea that he randomly enjoyed this guy's music is kind of strange on its face, but the fact that the guy couldn't produce any evidence makes it even more unlikely. Anywho, without further spoilers, let's just get into this. I actually found this really funny. So to give you a quick TLDW, he's going to argue with this guy. This guy's not going to have evidence to back up anything he's saying. He's going to make hot and button insults against IRI that are all going to be immediately caught as being really fucking shitty. And if you didn't know some things about injuries that IRI has gone through, I feel like this is a good video to like summarize that for you so that you're aware of it at least. So if you see people like making fun of the way IRI looks or something like that, it might kind of tinge that for you a bit in a way that it hadn't been before. But in any case, this is a 17-minute video. It's very, very quick. And boy, oh boy, is there so much action in this. So let's get into it.
Why don't we address this accusation against me, okay? Let's take a look here. I've been accused of a crime, and I'm going to address this. On July 24th, this tweet was sent out. I did not see this, okay? This is 4 days ago. I didn't see this. Must be a little busy. It doesn't seem like a lot of other people saw it either because it only got 5 likes and a quote tweet. It says, "I'm really important. Thanks for playing my music on your stream. All the proceeds for plays go to my deceased drummer's daughter. I don't care what you had to say about it. The plays help a little girl without a dad." Now,
I will say, so this first accusation, thanks for playing my music on your stream, all the he doesn't know that IRI had done this, nor did he check. And then he hits him with like a bit of guilt tripping about the deceased drummer's daughter. And then he saw that some people had turned their heads in the back of the theater And then he raised his voice to start a scene, and he said it again. I don't care what you had to say about it. The plays help a little girl without a dad. Like, he's just trying to get everybody else to keep hearing it. He saw that he had so many characters left at the end of his tweet. He's like, fuck, what's the second thing I say? I'm going to say the fucking other thing again. That's what I'm going to do. So this is his approach, and he adds him, which, I mean, at least he added him. He didn't subtweet him, I suppose. But yeah, so this is a spark that starts this entire thing, and I'll let it play out from here. IRI is super nice, but he also has a super short string. If you mean he has like a small temper, he definitely does have a small temper. I think it's getting smaller with age too.
I don't play music on my stream. I don't even know this guy plays music. I know this guy is. This guy mouthed off about me on Twitter the other day saying I born with a silver spoon in my mouth, or I come from money or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of these guys who are in love with me, who tweet to 4 people about how terrible I am and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I guess this is their strategy to success, but so far it doesn't seem to be working. So I guess he thought I played some music of his on my stream. Why in the world would I play this guy's music? I don't even know he's in a band. I have no scenario where I would ever play his music. You know what I mean? Like, what? Why would I do that? And I guess he thinks I made fun of it or something. Like, I've played one source of music on my stream recently, which was DMCA free, copyright free dramatic music during the unban requests. That's it. That's the only music I play. Maybe I play some lo-fi girl radio, but I am very careful not to play random music on my stream. I just sit here in silence like I'm doing right now. So this happened 4 days ago, and obviously I didn't see it. Nobody else saw it, so I wouldn't even know how to respond. I usually don't respond to this nonsense anyways. Like, I don't even know what's going on. But then he continues, and he goes, today, 5 hours ago, again, didn't see this. The only reason I know is because he came in here into the stream as if, like, I'm thinking about this or even heard of it or anything. He says, you know, I'm really important. I've been chewing on this shit for a bit. And being that this is a copyright violation and I could probably take legal action, it would be a much quicker way to get my drummer's daughter some much needed relief. I really do hope it's still in one of your VODs. I'll be reviewing them.
It's so interesting how he already reveals he doesn't know where the fuck it is or if it even exists. He's been thinking about it so long, but he hasn't gone through any of the effort of finding out whether or not that's true. He threatens legal action, repeats again this point about the drummer's daughter for the 3rd time in a row. Maybe he's just got something about the drummer's daughter. He's feeling particularly bad about it. And so any tiny slight or any tiny, imposition on what could be funds for this situation that he probably feels a certain way about makes him extra super duper sensitive. That's my psychoanalyze Booksmarts trademark analysis of this poor fella here. That would be my guess of what's going on here. So he's got a soft spot because of the money going towards this thing that had happened into the drummer's daughter, and now he's gonna be. But that doesn't excuse what he did, of course not, and it won't excuse his actions that he'll take in a conversation with IRI. So let's keep listening.
Again, no idea what this guy's talking about. And if anything, you could DMCA me if you really wanted to or something, I guess. But, I mean, what song did I play? This is the quote tweet. Gondom hates me. One of the most deranged Twitch poll threads in months. And before Jason cries and calls me an IRI stan, I was banned by IRI like 18 months ago. Probably true. Okay, so whoa, guys, legal action is coming down upon me. Okay, I'm gonna be paying restitution for years for the crime I've committed here. Okay, I'll be reviewing them. So,
well, I must admit I'm really important. I was tempted by the devil. Okay, when I was choosing music for today's stream, I was so fucking tempted to play whatever this guy's band's tracks are and then dedicate it to the drummer's daughter and say, hey, if you catch me reviewing it, you know, you could strike this video. I'll give all the proceeds to the drummer's daughter. I just feel like my viewers are yours. You know, mi casa is su casa. I want to support you because I'm going to be covering this shit and you ain't going to see a dime of it. So now you get everything. Enjoy. But, you know, I held back, okay? The devil tempted me, but I held back. I'll tell you that much.
He says he doesn't even know, right? Like, what do you mean? You're the one who said I played your music. What do you mean you'll be reviewing my VODs? Don't you know about where I did it? You know, if you're going to accuse someone publicly, you should at least know.
Jesus fucking Christ. Hey, I was going to give him a timestamp. He wasn't even going to have to review the VOD. Like, I'm a nice guy, okay? I was going to make it real easy for him to make the claim. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't going to be a dick about it. You know, I was going to give him all the money.
What I did? So then this guy, John NYC, this guy hates me. This guy posts nonstop about how stupid and white I am and liberal and all this stuff. He says, which song did he use? And this guy, Jason, replies, I don't know. I'm digging through VODs at the moment. I was told by one of my chatters whom was in his channel when this occurred. You don't even know. Now, one of my wonderful community members, 24P Brian, said, this is effing embarrassing, bruh. Let's see what other comments were here. Oh, my buddy Brian coming in. If your chatter can't provide receipts, how can you believe them in the first place? Going after someone with zero evidence make you look really stupid. Jason replies, what does this have to do with you? Another character chimes in, you posted this publicly, what do you expect? If you don't want outsiders giving their input, shouldn't you just handle this in private DMs? Jason responds, I expect the person I called out to respond, but he's a bitch. And here you are.
So we're kind of mounting. It's kind of like when a police car is like, oh, yo, that dude just kind of went on the middle line. Let me just follow him for a little bit. Just make sure he's okay, you know? And it's like we're following this guy who set off our sus radar a little bit with like a 5-like tweet. Like, I doubt IRI would have really talked about it unless, like, he saw more things that justified pulling the guy over. So we're following this poor fella in the middle of the night. And then he, like, swerves intentionally and hits traffic cones. And then a passenger gets out of the window and fucking hits a mailbox. And then they're throwing Miller Lights out of the fucking cars. We're pulling them over. And somebody in the front seat is, like, eating a whole bag of weed and shit. We just, it's almost like he hit the jackpot just deciding to take a little bit of a closer look because this guy's just going to keep making things worse for himself.
What do you mean I'm a bitch? I don't even know what you're talking about. Number one, what song did I play of yours? What is this fantasy world you live in? He did, says Ryan, by asking you to provide receipts, and the community is going to support him. Jason responds, why? Because he can't do it himself? People can delete shit out of VODs, genius. What? People can delete shit? No, you can't. You cannot delete anything out of your VOD. You can either unpublish your VOD or delete it, or you could possibly create a highlight from it, but that's not keeping the VOD intact.
So he brings this up. I actually have no idea. On YouTube, just so you know, you can delete stuff out of your VOD. I don't know if it is the case on Twitch. Actually, can I? I'm going to, on another window, just open up my Twitch thing here. Because I swear to God, part of me is like, you might be able to, because you do have a video producer thing to like edit your VODs. Here, I'll bring it into here so you guys can trust me on this. So you go into here, you can go to edit, and I wonder if you can edit shit out of your VOD. Not looking like it. Not looking like it. Does not look like you could. Unfortunate, but yeah. I just unpublish, add to, highlight. If you go to the highlight thing, though, it does look a bit like an editor of sorts. You got this whole Dinkleberry going on here. Wait. Can you remove segments? What if how do I highlight something? Can I remove a segment? Preview. There's got to be a way to mark. I think it's like start here and then end here. Okay, now if I take this, can I delete it? Cannot remove the last segment. There has to be a way, I believe. Oh, Nope. Something about removing a segment. So maybe. Let's see. Display. Huh. I can't. Let's do 30 minutes. All right. So we got this. Can't remove it. What if I select something that's a little bit smaller? I am kind of interested if we could delete something. That'd be kind of pog. No, there is something about removing segments, but I think that might be removing highlights. So like if I were to add a highlight and then I were to add another highlight, I think you can remove the highlight maybe. Bookie holding the line. No drumming up drama here. No, of course not. That's not my thing. Anywho, yeah, it's okay. You don't have to save my changes, Google. I'm quite all right.
What the fuck? Sam.
What is this? Thank you, Orion. I love the love that I'm getting for you guys.
Books in one man.
Okay, we're very happy about Pakistan. Yeah, I appreciate that. If you guys have anything that you would like to add to the doodles at the end of the stream, everybody who subs, gifts a sub, donates, super chats, whatever the fuck, you can request something, an object, a person, a character, a theme, and I will include it at the end of our doodle segment. I'll bust out the drawing tablet, practice a few things that I already wanted to practice, and if we have any doodle requests, I'll go through those. So I'd be happy to do that for you guys. Anywho, but this is post VOD. You are editing a highlight. The VOD is intact, whole, or just delete it? Yeah, maybe.
So what does that even mean? You can't delete anything from a VOD. You know this, so you and he are being completely disingenuous. What? I'm not here to talk to you. Go get your dick sucking in elsewhere. I think this guy is taking the biggest L ever, and right in front of everybody. This is embarrassing.
And he will
What
continue
song
to.
did I play, man? Where is it? Hey, bitch, tell your parasocial hero to defend himself. How can I defend myself?
How are we going to be drumming things up if all that is left of the drummer is his daughter? And you were saying that I was being too harsh earlier. You were saying my thing was harsh. And you sat there with your thumb in your mouth and came up with this, bro? Come on now, Tony. Jesus Christ.
This guy is so mad. This guy is so mad. He's created this. Somebody played him. Somebody played this guy. It's hilarious. There you go. I've responded. I've responded, genius. Wow. I'm looking forward to getting to the bottom of this. Oh, there he is. Easy to delete VODs. Fucking Snake. What VOD? What VOD did I delete? What? Now he's coping that I deleted a VOD.
This was the moment I started pogging in this video. He actually joined, bro. He's actually in the fucking chat. I think he might be live at the same time, too. Like, and then it just goes downhill. It just goes downhill.
Oh, wait.
Dude.
Is this the John guy? No shot. Wait, are you the one who cries about me on Twitter too? I've got all the criers here. This is fascinating. I've got all my haters.
What is that we just received from Maltiriat? What is that?
Went on
coming?
Twitch to use my Prime.
Oh,
Now back to YouTube Books in One Pog.
nice. No doodle requests in there. I'm keeping track of them. I got a little notepad. If you guys give doodle requests, I'll do them. So if you want to comment back from YouTube chat and request one, I'd be happy to add it to the queue. Anything you ask me, honestly, is probably not something I would normally draw. It's not like cute girls and shit. So, you know, it'll help me get better at drawing. Look at it that way.
Hey, fix your busted fucking face. What the fuck?
So my man triples down, quadruples down, and he quintuples down. And this fifth leg, this fifth appendage has snapped into a trap, okay? Because I think making fun of IRI's appearance in particular, his, and I quote, busted fucking face, this is a bad look. This is a bad look, okay? So let's see how this one goes. And again, if you don't know this about IRI, about his injury and stuff, then this will be like an educational video. That's why this is drama that I like. It's multifaceted. We got a lot of dimensions up in this bitch, if you understand what I'm saying.
What is this? What is this? Now we're insulting people for their looks?
Wait, we got Big Boss Bose in the chat. We got a big ass motherfucker coming in here swinging her weight. What's up? Speaking of things that you shouldn't point out about streamers, probably shouldn't make any kind of weight reference
Draw
about
a
a
soft
female
cat.
streamer.
The softest of cats.
A soft cat. You got it. You got it. And I'll add favorite kitchen appliance as well. I'll add a favorite kitchen appliance just to respect our elder. You know, actually, Big Boss Bose, your former boss. I was actually checking out fucking what's his name? Anthony Padilla. He went on an interview with Trash Taste. My favorite anime people on the whole web, Trash Taste, dude. I love those dudes. I like Sea Dog's videos too about streaming and whatever. He's part of what's making me try to be, doing more stuff that I like on stream, like this. So yeah, good to have you. Good to have you. I'll get back to it. Anthony is the nicest person ever. Lamau, was it a good vid? It is a good vid, but like, and you don't have to say anything because I know he's your boss and you're very good at networking and whatever. But like, one thing is, I think he talks a little bit too much about himself and not about like things happening. That's one little thing about it. Because normally we have like random people on Trash Taste who like, they talk about random shit and a lot of it's like kind of
Optical illusion.
guided by everybody else and they don't answer questions well and whatever. So like, the Trash Taste podcasts generally go differently. But one thing about Anthony is he's very prepared and he's like well-spoken. So like when you ask the question like, well, how does it feel to be like interviewing people now? He's like, well, when it comes to interviewing people, I really like learning about the people of the world. And I think that learning about people is one of the greatest things that we could do. Initially, when I got into this, I thought, blah, blah. And he's like, he's got all this shit prepared, bro. He's like watching a K-pop idol, you know what I mean? But so that's good for him. But it's also interesting for Trash Taste because you don't get many people on there that have like very prepared responses and they're like ready for everything. It's a lot of like unexpected answers and kind of like short and they're figuring it out while they're going. But like Anthony was very prepared. So like it felt like a different vibe. But I do enjoy listening to Anthony. I feel like he's a very positive dude. And that was maybe my second or third video I had ever watched on YouTube when I was little. Was their lip singing Pokemon. And I think what I had watched before that was like Ryan Higa do like I Want to Be Ninja or whatever, or How to Be Ninja. So, they were one of the first people that I watched. And the first people I started creeping on as a kid. I had that parasocial shit. I was like, there were people on the internet that were like doxing them and shit. And I was like, how the fuck did these guys find out where they live? And then out of morbid curiosity, I like look at it. I'm like, holy shit, dude, that's like in my state. That's crazy. They live in my same state. That's so cool. I don't know. When I was little, that parasocial stuff creeped me out. And now I'm a parasocial Andy. So, maybe it was the beginning of the end for me. Anywho. Let us continue. It's good to have you, Bose. I've been seeing what you've been doing. I've been tracking your business progress. I feel honored to have met you at any point. You're killing it out there.
What is happening? Are we 13 years old? Also, the busted face thing, I think, is in reference to me saying on Twitter that I suffered a face injury in 2003 that ended my acting career, where I was...
So, yeah, making fun of IRI's face, I just, assuming that he did see that tweet, that's really fucked. And that's without even like knowing about the ending of the acting career or whatever. If you had just vaguely remembered he had an injury involving his face, it's kind of fucked to like dive in on that one of all things, especially as somebody who I guess is supposed to be a lefty or whatever. But, one thing about everybody, and this is everybody, left, right, center, non-political, whatever, is there's always going to be a huge difference between what people say and what they do. And you kind of have to learn very quickly as an adult to judge people based on their actions and not by what they say. A lot of us learn that as kids, but you have to do that. And you have to constantly evaluate that. Evaluate that with the figures you're looking at online. Evaluate that in your personal relationships and your romantic relationships, because it's very easy to buy into the window dressing of something. So for instance, a lot of us that are born and raised in the greatest country on earth, the United States of America, unironically say it's the greatest country on earth. And if you put us in a room with God and locked us in, I think a lot of us in our heart of hearts would tell you that we think it's the greatest country on earth. But it's very much so not. And, you travel outside of it and you see how other countries are, and that begins to shatter for you, but some people still are unironically on that page. And I think that that can happen in like abusive relationships and stuff like that too. You just start believing the shit that you're being told by your partner, and you start focusing on like, you know, random things to justify other things that they're doing. And, you know, and we do that all the time with our Twitch streamers. They may say that they represent a certain set of ideas or values or whatever, and then we compare that versus their actions, and there can be discrepancies. And we see that all the time. Like a good recent example is like all of the things and the understanding that Xanderhall demonstrated to us, and then how he handled this whole thing with his girlfriend, right? And that's not to say he did the wrong thing with the girlfriend or whatever, you know? I'm just saying, like, the distinction between how somebody acts given certain situations and what they say is going to be like completely different. You probably see that all the time with me. I say all the time, I want to move. I want to fucking settle down. And where am I? I'm in Romania. What's up with that? You know what I mean? So we all say things. We all have like an id or whatever on the inside, the thing that we want to be, the image of us that we want to project onto other people. And especially as parasocial people that are streamers, we're constantly trying to tune that frequency so that everybody in front of us picks up on it and nobody sees what actually is the source of all that noise, you know? So it's a thing, you know? And I think that's part of what we're seeing with Jason here. You know, I'm sure Jason in his ideal of Jasons wouldn't want to be this big of a dickhead, but here we are, you know?
Poked in the eye by somebody playing basketball, and I had a cornea transplant, and it destroyed my left eye, which I can't see out of now. So this person is insulting my injury, which I think is quite interesting for a leftist to be taking a shot like that at somebody. But if you want to insult people for things that they can't do anything about, and this John guy does too. Look, see this sob story again. I mean, this is your standard leftist.
And John, New York City, chiming in with, "Oh, not this sob story again, for fuck's sake."
This right here. These guys told me that they're going to raise money to unfuck my face, is how they quoted it, so I can get back to making Offspring videos. These are the people that you're associating with. These are the people you're inviting on your panel, Freems. Bunch of nice guys. I, for one, think Twitch poll needed a new schizo like this to LOL cow. I try and see the positive in things. Yeah, maybe we needed another crazy, so... Mutual aid for that fucked face. These people are so cringe. Like, you got...
Like... It's so diabolically evil. It's a lot like that fucking it's a lot like the funny shit that Nick Fuentes says. Like, it's just funny because of how fucked it is. Like, you know, I've been watching a lot more Nick Fuentes. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been turned off of mainstream politics, and all this Alex Jones shit's got me trying sampling the other side, if you know what I mean.
You're not white. You're brown.
He's had some banger audio clips lately, dude. I've been farming them. I'm not gonna lie. I have a whole like 3 pages worth of different sound bites I've been slowly collecting. See, I've been getting back into like the things I did in streaming that I thought were fun and goofy, and I just I have a whole lot on my little soundboard.
You guys are supposed to be the woke ones. You're supposed to be the ones who are better than us libs, but you're sitting here making fun of people for things they can't change. Why? What good does that do you? That's so weird. How mad at me are you? What could I have done to cause you to be so mad at me that you would try to make fun of me for something I can't do anything about? I would have loved to continue my acting career. I was doing very well. Your face doesn't look fucked. I mean, even if I showed you my injury, how can you say someone's injury isn't visible and therefore it's not legit? Like, that is the most anti-leftist thing you could say. A lot of people have injuries that you can't see, and for you to mock that and somehow point it out is just embarrassing. Like, how can you guys even stand there and pretend to be better than me? It's so strange. I think this John guy is just a troll, but it is kind of funny how they think I'm the monster, but they say things like this and act like this. It's quite strange. You're not a monster, you're merely a lib. You see, it's like they don't know anything about me. Like, I voted for Bernie in 2016 and 2020. I sent money to Bernie. I've been fighting for progressive values and policies longer than any of these idiots have been involved in politics. I wear a scleral shell on my left eye. I have basically a fake eye in my left eye. And
this is something, by the way, I've been friends with IRI a very, very long time. I had no idea about this. I've heard the word. This sounds like some fucking Harry Potter spell. I've got a scleral shell. I didn't know that it was like it's basically like a glass transplant that you put like on top of your eye. Here, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Surely this will bring up something that will be safe for work. Yeah, so it's like this. So he has like a glass topping that he puts on top of the of his eye because underneath is injured, and so he puts this on the top of it. So I had no idea that he had that either. So like I actually learned a little bit in this stream because I felt like he hit like all the points about the injury and how it happened and how it affected him and how he lives with it every day and stuff like that. So like even for me, I learned stuff in here that I didn't know, being a personal friend of IRI for a while now, and watching him quite a bit.
And for people to mock me for that, I have to live with that every single day. You know what I mean? So if that's funny to you and you think that's something to insult somebody about, then I think that says more about your character than me. Really? Yes, dipshit. Why do you think if you Google my name, it says I'm really important? So many people look into what's up with my eye. Like it's really not funny. But if you find that humorous to go around and make jokes about it with your leftist friends, then that says more about you guys. So I don't know what to tell you. I thought you just meant like a busted nose. No, you fucking idiot.
Not that would make it okay either, right? Like, I don't know. It goes against principles of your cause and stuff. Setting aside like basic human decency, like it's kind of fucked up.
2003, my acting career was ended because I was permanently damaged and don't have vision in my left eye. But I have to prove this for some reason to you jackasses. So, you know, I hope you feel bad about that. I have to live with it every single day. And I was doing pretty damn well making my goofy offspring videos, as your friend said. But this is the company you keep. These are the people that you think are hilarious. I don't think it's funny to mock people for their injuries. But now I've been accused of stealing someone's music with no evidence at all. And these clowns resort, when called out on it, they tell me to go fix my busted face. I've been here for over a year, had no idea. Because I don't talk about this stuff. Watch. You know what I mean? Like, let me show you guys.
This is
Do you
crazy.
see this little thing? Do you see this little nail file? Hold on. You see this? So these jackasses want to make fun of me for...
Again, I had never had that demonstration before with my friend IRI. It had come up like once or twice that he was injured and it involved his eye and whatever, and you know, living with that. But like this was a very telling segment, and I feel like, you know, if you've been following IRI for a while, maybe it'll add something to your knowledge about the guy.
A permanent injury that ended my career that I was doing pretty well.
In case you didn't know, and I actually will take credit for him putting this in the scene. Granted, it is behind the chat. You don't get to see it clearly. This is it's big as fuck. Like it's like the size of my like chest up to my, you know, up to my nose. Like it's very large. It's this huge, like psychedelic looking, like plaque that's an award that the Offspring, the band that he did the Pretty Fly for a White Guy music video with, and it's got all these like shiny bits around the edge, and it's basically this giant award, and he had it just like sitting in his living room, and I was like, damn, that's cool as fuck, dude, and whatever. And we were talking about it for a while, and I think it came up to put it in the scene, and I was like, dude, you should totally put it in the scene. That looks cool as fuck. You know, I get that he wants this aesthetic with all of the you know, all these different campaigns that he's helped with and stuff, but it's a really, really cool award.
I was in movies, and I was in one of the biggest music videos of all time. These guys think it's hilarious, so it's quite cringe to me, man. There was a MF Endless tweet that he said he was going to hold a fundraiser to unfuck my face so I can get back to making goofy Offspring videos. This is what MF Endless said. One of your friends. Sound like he's trying to do you a favor. Wow, so you're getting in on this too now. Wow, did you not see me just talk about how my whole story? Oh my God. Just like after all of that, you're gonna say that, man? Like, aren't you guys supposed to be the woke leftists? How are you guys clowning on someone for a permanent injury? I don't
understand, because he's been chatting, so it sounds like he just heard all this, but he still decided to send. Sounds like he's trying to do you a favor and fix your fucked up face. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's so fucking bad. By the end, we will have a little bit of a redemption arc for Jason. Okay, so just look forward to it.
Wow. You're quite sad, man. I think it started with the Keffels tweet where I tweeted something about Keffels. Like, what does Keffels care? She doesn't need anyone to defend her. I haven't. You claimed I edited a VOD. That's not even possible. That's
Bro, look at everyone at the chat fucking adding this.
your accusation now that I've edited a VOD, something that's not even possible. Yes, it is, you fucking dumbass. People edit VODs all the time. How? How do people edit VODs? I've been on here 4 years. I've never heard of how to edit a VOD. If it exists, show me how. Pretty sure it was a mix-up. I don't think he played your music. He played my music. I did play Littlefinger's music yesterday. But this guy claimed I played their music like 4 days ago, Littlefinger. They tweeted at me on the 24th that I played their music. So I don't know even what that's in reference to. You can do it in Twitch. You're so full of shit, motherfucker.
What do you mean by Destiny moved on in the title? Well, you'll have to wait and see, Dr. Killpatient. Good to have you around. Early supporter of the channel. I think Dr. Killpatient and I had some kind of falling out or something. But good to see you around, bro. I hope you're doing well. We'll cover it later. We're doing this right now. In which Offspring music video was he in? He was in pretty fly for a white guy. He was the white guy that danced around and went in the car and had his hat backwards and had his chains and shit. The athletic jacket on. That was him.
What? What? How do you edit a VOD on Twitch? How? These people are blinded by fury because my beliefs only match up 95% with theirs. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I support 95% of what they believe, it's not good enough, right? Like, they don't know anything about me. This same guy was saying that I come from rich, like, background and money and stuff, and I'm like, just, you know, like, they don't know anything about me. Nothing. He apologized. Oh, really? Where? Oh. Not to me. He's backing down. Where? Where is the apology? He hasn't apologized to me. He just backed down on his stream.
Littlefinger, if that's the case, if it's a misunderstanding, then fucking apologies to IRI. There it is. If it's a misunderstanding about what was said in the chat, apologies. So there you have it. There's the apology to IRI.
Good.
If that's the case.
That's great. You know, sometimes our chatters tell us shit and they catch us in a bad moment. We believe it in shit, you know. We're duped just as much as you guys are duped, even though we should be better. You know what I mean? So it was good on him for apologizing. I'm sure that's all that will be said here. And so we'll begin the redemption arc, you know.
That's what he's getting, and I'm going to leave it like that. But that's all he's getting.
Oh.
So this is the guy who told me to go, like, my face is fucked and making fun of my injury.
Yeah, that music shit, bro. I'm sorry. The fucking line was here, and I had a fucking pinky toe go over it. All right, here it is. I'm fucking sorry. But that's it. That's all you're fucking getting, bro, because your face do be fucked up. I fucking called it, bro. I didn't know nothing about no fucking glass eye or whatever. I fucking clocked that shit. If anything, people should be thanking me, bro. I got a good fucking eye for aesthetics, bro. You know, no pun intended, my friend. You know, I do apologize for that music shit, but, like, you know, I was pretty on point about the eye. Like, what is going on with this? I don't know. It, like, when you're already pushed to the point where you're going to apologize, I feel like you should just apologize about everything. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's less egregious, the music thing, as like making fun of how IRI looked. I feel like that was the worst thing here. But maybe because we're only seeing a clip, maybe he apologized about more. That could be the case, though this was 2 minutes ago. So you know, who really knows? But you know, I hope Jason sees through his ways. I hope days after this, Jason got to think about it a little bit and saw what he did wrong. That's all we can hope for. You know what I mean?
And all this, give me a break. Here's my response to that apology. Fuck are you? Fuck you. Fuck are you? Fuck you. Fuck are you? Fuck you.
Yo, you can fuck off.
Fuck you.
Dumb fuck.
Fuck are you?
And now you go fuck yourself.
Fuck you.
Fucking dumb fuck.
Wait, what is this? Keep the brigades coming. They admitting they came.
Bro, this all because he thought he listened to his song on stream. Jason acted unhinged. Yeah, I mean, hold up. Let me put on my fucking I am the defense lawyer for Alex Jones hat here. To be fair, Your Honor, my client was not only under the impression that he had listened to the song on stream, he was also crucially under the impression the VODs could be edited. And if we take these two things as granted a fact, Your Honor, at the time of the tweets, at the time of the chats, my client was under the impression he was being gaslit by the entirety of this man's audience. That the entirety of this man's audience is coming to his private Twitter to give him shit. And when he came in there to speak his truth, he was slammed down. He was denied on both factual grounds, which again, at the time, my client did believe was truthful. And in that regard, you know, maybe there is some understanding for the way that my client was behaving at the time of those tweets and those unfortunate, admittedly, but only on one case, unfortunate chat messages. You know, so there you go. There's that.
Different channel. You looking for that suspect? What? Does your uncle work at?
Jason says, keep the brigades coming. I'm really important. They admitting they came from your channel. You looking for that suspend?
Twitch or something?
Rip.
What's going on here? You're going to take my channel down? Is this the threat now? The hate raids. Oh, no. Bro, what evidence do you have? First of all, that I'd send anybody to harass you. Show it. You're taking another L. You just apologized for the first one, and you're taking another L back to back. Now you're going to take my channel down? Bro, you are going to be elected mayor of L City, dude. This is the quickest double L I've ever seen, man. Come on, bro. You need to lay off the marijuana, dude. You need to lay off the pot, bro. You gotta let that brain recover, man. This
Bruh, you're making fun of his addiction. That's not very lefty of you. Come on, we don't gotta go there, bro. I know he says some shit about your eye, the thing that ruined your entire career and whatever, you know, but man, you're really hitting him where it hurts on his marijuana addiction, bro. He can't help that shit. Come on now.
This ain't going
He's
well
suffering.
for you, bro. If there's a misunderstanding, apology. Again, the second apology. God damn, bro. This is not going.
Hey, if you didn't, you didn't. If there was a misunderstanding, apologies. That's just not the story I got. But we're still focused on the music thing, bro. I feel like we gotta take some steps forward in the timeline and look at the other things you said. Maybe Jason operates in an experience of time where he's like, you know, several hours or days behind. You know, maybe he hasn't quite processed mentally what he did with the chat messages quite yet.
Well, when you have to apologize twice in the span of 10 minutes, bro, you got to take a step back. You just got to take a step back, man. Not going well. And listen, let me play my response to your second apology, okay? Here you go. Fuck are you? Fuck you. Fuck are you? Fuck you. Fuck are you? Fuck you.
Hell, you can fuck off.
Fuck you.
Don't fuck.
are you?
And now you.
I think I got a button for this. What is this one again?
Shut I mute you, son of a bitch. I fucking up your mom, die instantly.
That's not quite what I wanted. I just have it labeled as STFU. I didn't know it said that shit about the mom. Maybe that I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Come back, get the third L.
You. Fucking.
Come back for the triple.
You. Pissing me off, man.
Fuck you.
Well, there you go. So that was a fun little one. And now we'll get to what Dr. Killed Patient's been waiting for. Okay. I got a bunch of these French, like European people on Apex and other video games, like talking shit. Holy, I should record like off stream the games that I have playing like Apex and Overwatch on the EU servers. The way some people talk shit is just so fucking funny out here. I could have so many sound bites of like never before heard stuff. I think that's from a YouTube video, but like, man, there's so much. Do you still have the Forbidden Gappy audio? The Forbidden Gappy audio? What do you mean? This one?
This kid's got a fucking, she's got a fucking jam going. She's ready for some fucking woo-yeah.
Yes, I do. I also have a Mr. Mooten clip of the same variety.
She's 13. I don't care.
Oh shit! No problem with that one. I have a lot. I have a lot. Admittedly, I have probably one too many sound bites on my board. Anywho, moving on to the Destiny contest. Speaking of Mr. Mooten, let's go ahead and move on. We're switching orbits. Okay, we're taking a gravity slingshot from the small moon of I'm Really Important in electoral Twitch politics land over to the central sun of the galaxy, Destiny himself. This was D&D. She was 13 charisma copium. Okay, that's actually good context to know in case somebody asks me about it. Because as it is right now, if somebody asks me, wait, what's the context of that clip? I would have to admittedly be like, I have no idea. I guess she was 13. I have no idea, dude. Apparently she's 13.
I was a little embarrassed watching the Keffel stuff because like watching the wheels turn, watching them try to dig up stuff, watching them try to like do anything. I think I felt more bad for her than anything else, and I hate that feeling. I hate it when I feel bad for people that are legitimately like human filth, and I think she is like scum. But I actually just found myself like feeling bad for her because I realized like how outclassed this person is insofar as every possible thing can be concerned. Like, thoughts on the Mr. Mitten roommate drama? Wait, what happened? Link me. What I really want to say is what's...
I wonder if I should skip ahead. So basically, the TLDW is that I liked hearing him talk about his big fish in a small pond feeling and responding to drama and how he might want to stop doing that and whatever. And I enjoyed hearing his thoughts about that. But yeah, we can play it through. I think it'll come up relatively soon. Stop vaping. Use nicotine lozenges. They are the only thing that works. That's what I'll say.
Okay, let's have a little itty bitty chat.
I have failed. Yes, you have. Oops.
I think that there are some things that people are good at that I think they should do the most of, right? If you're like a software engineer...
I didn't consent to smoke on my screen. Yeah, I'm not a big consent guy. That doesn't sound good. I don't care if you consent or not. I'm gonna do it anyways. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it again. Bend over. There it is. Oh, Monka W? Yeah, bro. I'm
and you want to make a really cool game or website, don't waste your time learning how to do art. Like, find a 3D artist or an animator or something, do that, right? Don't like focus on what you're good at. Don't try to learn every single thing. It's a bad use of talent, bad use of resources. So I think there are certain things that I am good at, that I think I stand out good at. One is live debate, pretty good at that. Two, I think, is like bridging people. I can talk to a lot of different types of people and have it be okay. The conversations don't go completely to shit.
Which, by the way, I kind of want to... I always put this offer out there and nobody takes me up on it, but I will yet again say, if anybody wants me to try to moderate something between them that isn't on my Discord and off stream, something that I could stream preferably, I would be happy to. Because I do it off stream on my Discord. I'll like randomly kind of fill that role in Destiny's Discord, which I kind of frequent now. You know, I like doing that. I like being the person that kind of sits between two people, because honestly, I don't give a fuck about most ideas. I find debate to be like almost purely like an intellectual game, like a board game of sorts that we play with each other. So I don't really care too much, and I'm able to be like pretty detached from the stuff. So I don't know, that combination of feelings makes it like really, really easy, I feel like, to do this stuff, because some people get hella emotional about this stuff, and I'm not feeling that way about it.
And then there's like some random quasi-random business skills I picked up on the back end.
What if my talent is having an abrasive personality? Welcome to Twitch politics, friend. You might have a future here.
I watched the Keffel's manifesto thing, and I had like a big realization wash over me. It's a little embarrassing, I think. I feel like when I look at the political sphere that I occupy on Twitter and on YouTube, I guess, and then just like the types of people that I am associating with, I'll say that. I feel like a really big fish in an oppressively small pond. I was a little embarrassed watching the Keffel stuff, because like watching the wheels turn, watching them try to dig up stuff, watching them try to like do anything. I think I felt more bad for her than anything else, and I hate that feeling. I hate it when I feel bad for people that are legitimately like human filth, and I think she is like scum. But I actually just found myself like feeling bad for her, because I realized like how outclassed this person is insofar as every possible thing can be concerned. Like, this is just not a very intelligent person. But I don't think that's an insult to her. I think that's a bigger insult to me, because I'm the one that's choosing to spend my time here.
And therein lies the key realization that really made me start to like tune into what he's talking about. Like, I'm happy to hear it from his own mouth, because it, you know, I don't know if I'm comparable to Steven, but I would like to think like I'm a pretty bright guy. Like, in case you don't know my background, and people actually have been commenting that I should stop mentioning this, but I will keep doing it because I think it's an important part of my lore, and to like understand me as a person and why you might think I'm like autistic about details or whatever other ableist thing you want to throw my way. Like, before doing streaming, I was an essay writer. So yes, if you were doing college, particularly if you were doing a graduate program, I would help you, tutor you. I would help you with editing and drafting your thesis papers. And before that, I had done college papers, and before that, I did high school papers. So like that was always like the illicit thing that I did before I started streaming. And so, you know, I have a reasonable idea of my own intelligence. There's a lot of humbling moments you go through during that kind of line of work where you're meeting professors and people who are like genuinely huge in their field, and they're really, really, really smart, and they kind of put you in your place. So like, I've eaten quite a bit of humble pie doing that job as well. But I feel like I have like a healthy understanding or a healthy worth of my own, you know, intelligence and whatever. And sometimes being on this website and like having to prep the documents that I'm prepping, spending hours of work on some of these debates and discussions, that's part of what burns me out, is just thinking like, man, so much of this energy and effort and this ability is going into something that I feel like the opportunity cost of is huge. Like, if I spent the same amount of time tutoring people and giving kids the tools necessary to like succeed not only in grade school but up into college and maybe even in their regular life, or if I was, you know, even at the illicit end, if I was able to help somebody get through their degree program and kind of move on with their life, you know, all of that is perhaps more fulfilling or a better use of my skills as a person than it is to be spending it on these debate reviews and stuff. And so, you know, that's also part of why I'm going to be doing more stuff that I enjoy on the channel, or stuff I found particularly interesting, like the selection of videos today is, you know, I want to do more stuff that I'm personally interested in, so that when it comes time to do the things that you guys are expecting of me, then I can do them and feel good about it, because I have a lot of gas in the tank emotionally and whatever else. So, you know, expect a lot more streams the next couple of months as I'm in Romania and mostly focusing on streaming. We'll see where I go from there. But, you know, as long as that goes well, I'll probably continue trying to pick places where I can work a lot and not do the touristy stuff anymore. Yeah, you know, this is something I've thought about in a gazillion different ways at quite a few points. And when he starts talking about this, it's interesting to hear it from him, because he's somebody who I feel like is in a similar position where he can clearly do like a lot more, but he's spending so much time and energy and attention on people who I don't really feel like deserve it. Because it's not even like this, like Heffels is challenging him in any kind of like intellectual fashion. It's kind of just like silly drama on the internet. And beyond silly drama on the internet, she's kind of trying to ruin his job and shit too. So it's not like she's like a good person or like how Irish Laddie used to be or anything like that either. So it's kind of like a lot of unredeemable qualities wrapped up in a person that he's spending a lot of time and attention on lately.
The problem is VGG and Kevin's audience fell for the manifesto. Yeah, I don't think I care that much. I think what I want to do is I think I want to slowly...
Were you one of the Birdie sponsor people that college students use to pass their classes? No, I completely worked privately. So, you know, it was always just one-on-one. I had a small team that helped me with editing and stuff like that. But no, it was just all me. It was a private person. Your background story kind of feels like an ad. Well, if you would ever like to commission me to help you with some kind of writing project, editing project, you'd like me to do a private review of a debate that you would like to see and you'd like to bankroll, feel free. You can do ! work in the chat, and that'll give you all my hours and stuff like that. But yeah, so if you wanted to you know, get editing help on something, or get a private review done, or have some tutoring or some pointers on how to, you know, get your papers done quicker or whatever else, I'm happy to pass that information along to people and teach more people about that and do tutoring. And I'll probably be pushing it more these next couple of months, because that is income stream that like I very much enjoy because I'm giving back to like individual people who are in the community and want help with stuff. So yeah, I mean, kind of maybe.
Extricate myself from this space because I just, it's really dumb. There's just like a lot of stupid things here that I think are beneath me at this point. All of this is going to sound really self-aggrandizing, but I don't care. So I'm thinking, I want to do, I think to start is, I'm going to start with like a soft content ban on like dumb drama shit. So things related to Keffels, things related to Vosh. I think we can still cover like big things. So like if Vosh flubs a debate really hard, if Keffels does something like really stupid, I think that's okay. But I think having like the Vosh just tweeted again that like, you know, trans people are about to be genocide or whatever, I think that this stuff is like a waste of my time. I think we should move out. Somebody in chat said, Destiny, you really love shouting at people. I do love shouting at people and fighting people, but I think I'd rather be fighting people like Tucker Carlson than like Vosh clone number 12, right? Like there's a saying like you are who you hang around, and like what does it say about you if these are the people that are like constantly in your company?
And this was another point where I started copying the link and putting it into the show notes. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, this is, I've talked before about how I wish the stream was something that I was comfortable like sharing with anybody. Like, you know, if I'm applying for a house, I feel okay telling them what I do and linking them to the stream. Or if I'm in an Uber, I feel okay giving them a business card. Like, I'd like something that's more generally appealing or something I'm actually proud of. Right now, it just feels really cringy to me. And I know you guys like it. No hitting on you, you know. It's just, you know, for the average person and whatever, you know, I don't feel like it says good things about me. So it's another thought of my mind that he's kind of vocalized here.
Or in your shadow or in your whatever. Like, I just associating with these people over and over and over again is just like really dumb, I think. I don't think I need to be doing this. So yeah, I think on the subreddit, I'm gonna rely on like you guys to community police it for a bit, to where we're gonna get out of we're gonna try to escape the petri dish.
I imagine debating and being permanently online can cause hypertension and other health problems. How is your health after all these years of being in a toxic cesspool?
My health is fine. I have no problem with that. I could do this type of content forever. I make a lot of money doing it, and I think I could, but I think we have a higher calling. And it's not spending all my time here with these like fucking losers. The YouTube arc has been good for building bridges with larger content creators. Yeah, and I think I can get along with a lot of people. I've done like a lot of good. The Ryan Long podcast, everything went pretty well. I think I'm probably doing that jumper show soon. The guy messaged me today.
Didn't say Simon Says.
We did not say Simon Says. But yeah, I need to slowly like suck myself out of all of these like weird spaces so that we're not fighting with people, like these like random losers online, or like just all the random shit. We need to like get out of here, especially because I think there's like bigger stuff going on right now nationally that I think would be more interesting and politically relevant to cover. How do you feel about that Harvard law professor? I think those people are fair game. Blue check marks are always going to be fair game. I think they're always going to be relevant. But I think like when I look at people like Keffels or even people like Vosh at this point, I think these people need me more than I need them. So I think I'd rather focus on doing like actual political shit, at least political commentary.
And one thing I want to comment on here, and I did see it in the chat earlier, when we're talking about how in the case with IRI, this person was saying these things about IRI, and somebody mentioned, oh man, is this part of the game? Is you just kind of do something like this to get attention from the person or their community or something else, and then you kind of get some publicity off the back of that, whether it's positive or negative? And the answer is yes. Is that the intention of Jason, the person from before? I don't know. Is it the intention of some of the people on the website and on Twitter and on other places? 100%. And whether it's conscious or not, it is part of the game that they're playing, especially if they have an account they're trying to grow and whatever. And it's definitely part of the meta strategy in the Twitch space, you know, and in the Twitch politics space. So, you know, that's happening a lot. And if you're somebody who kind of has his own base of people that really care about him and will watch his content no matter what, the way that Steven has, that's very, very valuable to people that kind of want to abuse that. And so he's kind of in this position where he should be acutely aware that that is happening and that is going on, and that's going to be something he's going to have to live and navigate through. And I think at this point, maybe the, how would you say, the kind of novelty of the interactions he's having with these people have worn off. And with Keffels in particular, like, that was one of the viruses that got out of the lab in Wuhan, if you know what I mean, caused the kind of global outbreak, cost them a lot of money. And so, you know, some of these are kind of going unfortunate for him as well. And if this decision had come a little bit sooner, maybe he would have been in a better place financially and in a place where he could have maybe made the decision quicker to move on to other shit or fund other projects or whatever. Because I think he's talked about also how he's struggling a little bit, a tiny bit, because of the economy shrinking and the stocks not doing good and whatever. And I'm sure it really hurts not to have the income from Twitch because he got banned, and you know, Keffels took credit for that. So yeah, there's a lot of things pushing him in this direction. I just hope he takes it seriously and really does back off of this stuff. Because the other thing is, too, there are so many of us bottom feeder scrap people that are at the bottom of the ocean. And basically, we only exist because of the existence of this one geothermal vent for like hundreds of miles in every direction. He is the one thing interacting with other things going on, causing and turning the tides of drama. And if he were to go away, I think a lot of people would have to evolve very quickly and figure out something else to do, because I'm not sure they could sustain themselves off of not having him exist anymore, or not having him interact with people anymore. So, you know, I think in a lot of ways that could be a positive for lots and lots of people. And of course, the positive for him, too, in terms of his mental, in terms of what he gets to focus his energy on, you know. Bookie is on point here, and this is very toxic. Yeah, it's just like, you know, it's, you know, I think it's for the best. I would be somebody who would not benefit from him doing that, of course, but in some ways I would, you know. I think pushing us to do this is a good thing. I think.
Can you do a drawing of Sneeko feet? Destiny and Fuentes as the angel, and devil on his shoulders, whispering in his ears.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so Sneeko. I'm noting it. Okay. We have some interesting requests so far in the doodle thing. In case you didn't know, if you sub, if you become a member, if you donate $5 or super chat $5 or do 500 in bits, you can request something that will be a doodle for the end of the stream. I'd really appreciate the support. Again, I'll be trying to deliver more streams to you guys, more varied kinds of content throughout the month, including drawing content. At the end of the stream, we'll do that. So if you'd like to see a doodle at the end of the stream, then go ahead and lock those in before I close them down. We have Soft Cat, my favorite appliance, an optical illusion, this weird Sneeko request. So we got a few of those. Sneeko was talking to Nick last night about Jews. Interesting. The biggest problem is that engaging in that really only hurts Destiny. People who agree with him would never agree with Keffels and vice versa. If a tweet goes viral, it's unlikely he grows from it. I think he could grow from it. I think he gets some people that kind of smell what the Rock is cooking in terms of the streamer that picks a fight with him. But, you know, I don't know, bro. Sneeko is being radicalized in real time. Jesus. Not sure if Book cares, but tiny content on Twitch is Sweatstiny. Oh, that's right. We'll continue for a little bit long, just a little.
Rather than like being so fixated on this stuff. Are the meme dono sounds going out?
This is like she told you she had herpes, and we're 30 minutes into an unprotected session. Okay, you know, it's fine since Tiny isn't on screen. That's a good ass point. You should be my defense lawyer, Your Honor. Whose man? I don't even fucking see him. Right? That's actually a good ass. You're blocking his cam though, dude. Fucking 5-head Booksmarts. Plan this all in advance, dude. I definitely put myself in the corner so that I would block him. That's definitely all intentional. You didn't know? Of course I knew.
Those are probably staying because we like I need my memes. Do the random losers having power to get you banned make you not want to interact with them anymore as well? That's definitely an annoying part, but like I think that they kind of work as a I think they're just
Is
like
how you going to engage with Twitter going to change?
Yeah, just tweeting these people less. I think that they work as kind of like a bee nest, where I think if I leave them alone, I think they'll leave me alone. Because I think they're just like they're kind of like looking for drama or like hot button stories. Yeah.
Would be cool to see you get invited to speak on more mainstream platforms, including mainstream media.
Maybe. I don't know if there's that much value there. Like I know people obsess over doing like getting to do like the 2-minute like MSNBC or the 2-minute like Fox News thing. It would be fun. I'd do it if I could.
Kind of like what Sam Setter does.
No, I don't know if Sam Cedar does anything anymore. I think he's just on his show now. I don't know if he does anything else. He might. That's not like a side against him. I don't know if he has the interest for it or he does anything else. Wait, Soul Sand Levitation only works if they're water source blocks? Is that fucking real?
Yep.
Any examples of people you want to kind of emulate moving?
Low key, that was one thing I was wondering the whole time he was doing this. But you know, that's when I realized I've been too deep into modded Minecraft for too long.
Forward. There's never been anybody. This sounds so stupid, but I kind of paved my own way this far. I've never really tried to copy anybody, not for lack of like thinking that I'm better than anybody else. There's just nobody that really does what I do, and I still don't see it that way. There's nobody that I'm like that I want to copy or nobody that I'm like looking up to, and it's like, oh, I want to do this thing or whatever. I just don't know.
Giga chat.
Would you be willing to make less money in order to pursue something more fulfilling?
I don't know.
Simon Says.
Maybe. I'm trying to pay off all of my bills. Like I'm never gonna financially compromise myself to do anything. I'm just too much like if my life fails, I have nobody to help me with anything. That's just always been like my perspective on life. But fuck, I thought I was gonna have enough money and bills paid off this year that I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can retire now and be comfortable. I probably could. It would just be a little rough, but the market's kind of fucked all my shit up, so I'm a little bit sweatsy.
That's what I mentioned before about the money.
Don't donate $20 if you think I'm poor or something. Kelp only grows in oceans, right?
I think this is the end of the segment. I don't think he talks.
I'm never a fortress. I'll always debate anybody. Where's the kelp? Oh, fuck it. The early ones that I were on.
Oh, I had a video meeting with Tack today with my editor, and he was like, so Booksmarts, or I started, I'm like, so what are our goals for the channel? What do you want to accomplish? Yada, yada, yada. And then I'm like, all right, so like, what are some problems? Like what are some changes that would make your life easier? And he's like, well, you know, I think, I wish we could just, you know, not edit the VODs at all. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you know, August and the Clips channels get away with just like posting this shit like unedited, where he's like searching for kelp and he gets up and leaves the stream for 5 minutes and all that shit's still in there. And I'm like, no, I didn't realize how much he has to cut out of my VODs to make them happen. But as he started to describe the things that happen, interjections like this one or talking to the chat or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that does happen a lot. But we do have to probably cut them out for now because we're not Destiny. But someday, maybe chat.
I think it's we're good.
Would you ever do a personal finance stream?
I think that's the end of this one. That's mostly what I wanted to talk about. So I like the points here. I hope he sticks to it. We'll see if that happens. Like he said, he still needs to make money. So if our boy needs to make money, then maybe he's gotta keep up what he's doing. All right. There is something I need to ask of you, chat. There is. I have favors. As a viewer, I don't mind fast forwarding a bit. That's good. Yeah, the problem is the casual person at home who's not in that same boat. So I should probably disappear this ugly thing. I'll keep it for a little bit because you should know that we're doing $5 doodle requests today, and they will be closing soon because we are nearing the end of today's short stream. I'm keeping it short, keeping it sweet. Then we'll do some doodling, listen to some music. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. If you have any idea for conversations, videos, topics that you find interesting, definitely link them to me, which you can do by going into our Discord, going down to the vote suggestions area, which some people have been doing lately, right? And post it in here because there's been some cool stuff in here. I have been watching these and I'm putting them aside to look at. So there are a couple of things in here that I put aside that I might want to look at or grab snippets from or introduce you guys to. So put something in here. I don't know why we're using white people thumbs. I don't understand the meme here. Because we were yellow for a while and now we're white. I don't know how I feel about that change.
You're not white. You're brown.
I am brown. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, you can put them in here. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you like it, don't like it. And we'll maybe be using this a little bit more. I do have lots of internet rabbit holes I want to start jumping down and getting stuff from to get ideas for what to do with the stream. But, I'm always happy to be turned on to some shit that I didn't know about before. If you got like a niche YouTube streamer you like or whatever, we could do that. I have a bunch of my own, a bunch of repair video people, a bunch of technology people, a bunch of storytelling people, a bunch of conspiracy theory people. I like all sorts of different kinds of YouTube stuff. So I plan to be kind of drip feeding that to you guys. Wait, is Nick on stream? No, I don't think so. As a viewer, I don't mind. Okay. The best way for you to make money, Bookie, is to bring people on and yell at them as well. Start with something small and then work up towards the big stuff. What is this? You're triggered. Abba steps in to moderate heated Sneeko debate. Oh, is this the Sneeko guy that y'all were telling me about that I should be drawing? Is this Sneeko? What's Sneeko all about? Maybe a little cancerous.
People more powerful than me are telling me to do it. I instantly don't believe them.
Okay, do you understand that just makes you a sheep of the other herd, right?
Of what herd?
If there is a shepherd and he says all the sheep go left, you can either choose your own path or you can go right because he told you to go left. You understand you're being just as controlled, right?
So who's controlling me?
The people that you don't like. All I ever hear you guys talk about are cars, mansions, 30 hoes. Why?
Word. Because that's dope. That's like,
do you understand that when you talk about like a spiritual void, do you think that a spiritual void exists today in the Western world?
Wait, aren't you on Twitch right now? That's a good point. That's a good point. It was just a quick look, just a little bit of a look, just a little tiny little look. Okay, that we're fine with. When I play him for real on stream, I always cover his face. You know that. Lawyer has exited. No, I paid you money. I have a retainer with you. You can't just leave. I give you my power of attorney. Man. Booksmarts, does my request make more sense now? I guess so, yeah. Booksmarts, watch out! I am watching, bro. I got eyes on the back of my head, motherfucker. I know you have been working with Pisco as a subject matter expert for law, but have you thought of getting other SMEs on for topics like technology, religion, etc.? If they were to reach out, I think the only person who's a self-defined expert on anything that I've that's gotten a hold of me after asking has been Chow about, I think, Taiwan stuff. But yeah, I mean, if more expert people reach out to me, they want to collab on something for sure. I just don't know many expert people on Twitch that I could talk to about stuff with. I think somebody wants to help me. I think it's Mercury or somebody on the Discord. They want to help me with what is it called? Oh, some kind of Alzheimer's research. And I might go to Not So Erudite and do a collab with her on that and read about it and talk about it together. I think that might be cool for like finally doing a collab with Not So Erudite. That is something that, she is, she's educated in psychology, so we could both probably consume the formal papers and understand them and talk about them together. So that would be kind of cool. But kind of besides those two, there's not a lot out there that I've picked up on. But if you know of somebody and you know of a topic, I'd be happy to have them on. Old timers research. I'm not good at pronouncing it. Does my request? I already got that. Booksmarts, can you use this next time? You have to cover his face. Was ist das? Was ist das, mein Kinder? Was ist das? Nice.
You're not white. You're brown.
Well, no, you got it wrong that time, Nick. He is white. I am working on a doctorate in cybersecurity, but you would have to bring up a topic that I could help you explain about. Lol. It's very dry unless I'm answering questions. I wouldn't be able to pick the topic because I don't know anything about your field. You would have to pick the topic, and then I would come up with questions to ask you about the topic. But alas, it's like we have a chasm between us, and we're trying to build a bridge together, okay? You can't tell me that I need to bring all the pieces from my side and your side, because we have to start from both and come together in the middle. So if you can come up with some topics, maybe some things that people generally misunderstand about cybersecurity or some interesting things you'd like to teach people about, then I can come up with the questions and the prep materials to like draw that out of you and make it interesting to people and make it happen. But that has to be a collaborative process. Cybersecurity, CAC W, it's easy. Cybersecurity is a fake degree. Yeah, just don't have a computer, dumb fuck. Just use a mobile phone, use a pager, bro. Why would you want to talk with her? She knows nothing about chemistry. Jesus Christ. That's kind of mean. Is that an old school Commodore joystick? I have no idea what kind of joystick it is. The dude who gave me this apartment on Airbnb, he's kind of like a weeb. Like, let me show you something. Let me make sure there's nothing bad over here. Okay. Like, he has this giant, like, I think he or somebody he knows like painted this, but it's like a giant like old school Ghost in the Shell like painting of sorts there. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff in this house, and it's all very, very weeby. Bro, you have to listen to Chud's conversation with that Jason guy. He smoked him. I was gonna say a lot of people have been telling me to watch that. It's literally been you and Chud. It's been you and Chud that keep telling me to watch that. Okay, I'll consider it, dude. I still haven't watched it. I just, I liked seeing yours, and I don't feel like I wanted to come back for more. He just kind of seems like he's off his rocker a little bit, you know what I mean? One huge thing that is Mondo old was trying to explain why you can't just use a spreadsheet for tallying votes during the Iowa caucuses. Add it to the list. Give me a list of a few things, and we'll work it out. We'll do something. That's creepy. Can we do a blacklight tour? He said, that's creepy. I think your suggestion is even creepier. I was going to ask if you were going to watch it. Probably not. Like maybe I'll watch it like off stream and then decide if I want to include it. I didn't do as good a job as Chud. He exposed him in 4K. Interesting. Okay. I mean, gosh. He'll watch it if someone donates $50. I mean, if you donate $50, what am I supposed to do at that point? Maybe, bro, maybe. Okay, maybe. Let me go grab my drawing tablet. Let me check what kind of joystick this is for the fellow at home that wants to know about the HOTAS. I'll check it out, okay? Deliberate amongst yourselves, Oilers. Decide what you want. It says it's an E-Genius, and the connector is like old. That's some old school shit. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty old. Alrighty. Let me get this. Not quite C64, but maybe. One huge thing is that ass. Okay. Chill out. I'm wearing my pink shorts today too, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I had to get new clothes because they lost my baggage at the airport, and then I was kind of I had my ass out in the wind, so I had to put some nice pink shorts on it. That way I don't get arrested. Okay. But yeah, I had to buy a bunch of H&M bullshit and go to some fucking store where they ripped me off. So all these underwear had like a sales sticker on them that was like for sale. And I got like 3 of them because I need underwear. And they were like relatively affordable. And so the lady, she keeps grabbing them, scanning them, going underneath the desk and like grabbing a new one that she would then like put in my bag. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, maybe like because only some of them have stickers that say for sale or something, she's gonna like recirculate it, or she doesn't want to give me the one that's been sitting out there. I don't fucking know. And then I start paying attention because I'm starting to think like, what if she accidentally scans one of the ones that doesn't have the sale code? Because the underwear are normally like 50 something lei, which ends up being, you know, it's 4 lei to $1. So you're looking at like $11, $12 pair of underwear, 13, 14, something like that. And I'm like, I'm not paying that much for underwear, right? But the sale price is like 19. So I'm like, that's still a lot, but like I'm in a shitty situation where I need clothes. So whatever, I can do like 19. I think most of them were 12. She dead ass on one of them just scans the unsaled thing. And I thought I didn't see it right and whatever, because I'm super tired. I'm like 24 hours late on my flight and getting home. And so more than 24 hours late on getting home. So I just kind of let it go. And then I checked when I got home and she sure as shit did. So having even one of those underwears at that price, like kind of fucked me a little bit. So that was very shitty. Hey, Booksmarts, I start a tutoring job at my university next week. Any advice? Don't take it out on the students. Assume that every student is there to learn. That's what I would say. You're going to see how quick that comes to be tested for you. But I think you want to be good to every student and always assume that they're there to learn and treat every single one like you want to help them. So, damn, that's some bullshit. Had they given up on your luggage? No, I got it today, luckily. I got it today, which is great. I'm very, very happy. We're very happy. The lovely people at the OTIP in the airport. They helped me out. They messaged me. A lot of people messaging me, but I saw theirs. Wonderful people. They got me back on my clothes, so I'm happy about that. All right, enough dilly-dallying. It's time for some art, party people. Now, the deal with the art is that a lot of these are going to be coming from requests. If you would still like to put in requests, you have until the time that I am done with this notepad. If we hit our goal of $100 today, not only will I timestamp some of the old VODs, yes, VOD people, I will also cover this conversation that Chud had with Jason. I'll take a look at it, okay? We'll take a look at it together. There you go. So you get some content, you get some good loving, some nice things you could do for your VOD people. It's a 2-for-1 deal. So if you donate, you'll definitely get that contributed. Of course, my tablet settings are no good. So I'm going to have to figure out why that is. I forget what the program was that I used for my tablet. I think it's down here. Meow 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 meow. I want this to go to monitor 1. No, I want this to go to monitor 2. Yes. Yes. And for some reason that's still not working. That's okay. I can deal with this. Are you excited to design your upcoming stable studio? I don't know when that's going to happen, so I'm just going to pretend like it's not happening anytime soon so that I don't hurt my feelings later when it doesn't come to fruition. I'm very doomer on housing, again, because housing didn't work out this time, yet again. Cheap green screen frames and a trophy wall backdrop and a real nice chair. I don't know about all that. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, no problem. It'll get tough, dude. Kids will fucking push you to your limit. Even adults at a university. You're going to feel like some people just ain't worth the effort, but you got to know that, like, you're going to carry over. Oh man, this is totally way off. Hold on. I have to like restart this whole fucking thing, dude. This tablet, man. That's what you get for not buying a Wacom. That's what I'll say. You really got to buy that Wacom shit, bro. Because that Wacom's just a good. You know what I mean? I'm going to set my screen area from here all the way down to here. Bada bing. Excellent. That should be perfect. That should be good. In what way did Destiny move on exactly? Weren't you the same person asking that earlier? If you weren't, then I apologize for getting you confused for the wrong person. But I would highly recommend that you go on YouTube and check out the VOD, friend. Because I am not answering questions that we just streamed. Good luck. Good luck, though. Man, look at how far off the cursor is. What is going on here? What in the hell? What in the hell? I didn't anticipate to have this many problems with this. Normally, if I just like restart SAI, it'll fix it, but evidently not. Huh. How difficult. I could do it with the mouse, but that's cancer, and I'm not really looking to do that. Is it still off? It is. Man, that sucks. Are you using that joystick? No, I might be better off using the joystick, quite honestly. All monitors, monitor 1, monitor 2. Here, I'll give you guys the full screen so you can see what I'm doing. I am very much trying to get this to work. Use the pen to click the upper. Oh wait, no, hold on. That's not what I want. Oh shit. No. Go away. Oh mama, I fucked this up. Oh man, now that's not gonna go away. Thank you for the 500 bits, Larry. What do you want me to draw, bud?
Show love 500.
You certainly shown me some love. Man, area setup is complete. No! Can I reset this? Thank you. This sucks. My life sucks. What the fuck? How am I supposed to fix this? Bruh. Not tech problems. Oh no, it's his kryptonite. He's losing his cool. Come on, bro. Don't do me like this, bro. Don't do me like this. Here, I'll just do this. Poor sad fox. Okay, let's do that. Let's open this up. Making fun of addictions versus immutable characteristics. Are you talking about IRI? Oh, awesome. My mouse works. Let's see about my pen. Damn it. You know what I think I have to do? I think I have to unplug one of my monitors and plug it back in. Surely that's the solution. Surely I just unplug one cable and plug it back in and all will be saved. Surely that will do it. Surely this is the solution we've been waiting for, chat. Oh! Huge pog. I'm a fucking genius. Have I ever mentioned that before? I'm the fucking god of the tech people, bro. They can never throw me a problem that I can't fix, bro. Call me fucking Linus Sebastian, bro, because I'm out here fucking with all the tips, bro. Just unplug it and plug it back in. Ay. Oh my God, don't unplug your monitor. I killed my last one that way. Nah, that's because you ain't got the magic touch, bro. I'm out here with the magic touch, bro. Yeah, that's great. All right. Which page is my thing for my art? I think it's this one. Let me make sure that's working, because God knows Nope, I am not having luck with tech issues today. That's okay. That's okay. We can do this one. Wonderful. That is lol. Turn on a dime. Yeah, I'm good at fixing shit, bro. Call me a Rain Man Mechanics, bro, because I'm out here. All right. So what are we drawing? What's the dealio? Let me make my sketch layer with my 50% opacity, and let's figure this shit out. We are doing a soft cat. Well, that's easy. Okay. Here's the trick about cast party people. You're gonna need a thick ass pen when you're doing your sketches. Okay, the thicker the better, because you're just trying to get shapes out here, right? So casts, they're just like a big ass blob. Well, no, not that kind of blob. They're more like this kind of blob, right? Do I not have? I don't have pressure sensitivity. I don't have pressure sensitivity. Oh, that's crazy. That's okay. Just a minor hiccup. Surely a reset of the system will solve that one. Kind of? Yeah, okay. I think we have pressure sensitivity back. Okay. Okay, I promise. Not this time for sure. Okay, this time for sure. This time for sure. All right. So we need to do a fluffy, fluffy cat. Let's do him at the bottom, okay? And let's do... He'll look like this. Bloop. Bloop. He'll have this here. And he'll have his tail. No, I'm not liking the look of that. How much of this am I taking up? Let me look at my big window there. Okay. So we'll have our big cat. And he'll have his little head here. Okay. And he'll have his big old tail. Just like that. Bloop. Have little feet. Okay. Very, very cute. Got his ears. Very cute. That's our sleeping cat. Okay. What is he going to be at the feet of? Well, we need some kind of optical illusion. We need Sneeko with Destiny and Fuentes as angels and devils on his shoulder. Oh! I know what I'm going to do. 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 I'm going to get banned. Oh, shit. I'm going to get banned. That's for darn sure. Let me zoom out so I could get this whole thing correct. Oh boy. Oh boy. What do I do? What do I do here? Do you see what I'm doing, party people? Do you see what I'm doing? Oh, shit. This is so bad. I probably shouldn't be laughing. All right. So there we have that. What else do I have to include in here? So favorite appliance, Sneeko, soft cat, optical illusion. How am I going to fit in an optical illusion? I know what I'll do. Actually, we'll just put it up here. Some bullshit. Okay, now we have our entire thing set up here. So I will begin drawing this out, and we'll see how long it takes before you guys start realizing what's going on. And I think I will also open up my Spotify, and maybe we'll throw in some tunes while we do that, eh? Maybe I'll pick from my... You know what I haven't listened to in a while? My motorcycle playlist. So I'll just play that. This is normally what I'm rocking out to on the motorcycle. I don't know what a cat looks like. I should probably just Google reference. Yeah, I've already gotten it way wrong. I suppose that's fine. 20 billion agent got to be free. Bookman, what up, Jelliot? Stand by me, please. I definitely don't have my pressure sensitivity on this, but it's fine.
でも行きたくてたまらないOhでも行きたくてたまらないOhでも行きたくてたまらない
そんな傷舐めときゃ治るしそんな程度ほっときゃ忘れるし枯れても水あげて行き過ぎたら引き返して消せるボールペンもあって右クリックで削除してでも人間様の中ってやつはそんな簡単じゃないしそんな優しくないし私だって意地あるし殴りたい殴れなかった真実はそこにある私のここにある口出ししないでそんな言葉プレゼントしないで大事に取っておくタイプだしメイクはお手のもので隠すのも増やすのもすぐで飽きたらぐちゃぐちゃにしてすぐに捨ててダストボックスでも人間様のハートってやつは言葉はたくさんあるし伝えらんないことなんてあるわけないだなんて思っておならあっちへってあなたが見てきたものがでっかいか小さいか私が決める
It like won't activate this tablet. It sucks. Come on. There you go.
These days ain't been the same. Twitter pics be the fist of hands, it's so silly. Offended when they censor cams, a gritty beard turn hipster. Never be a nerd by chance. Fear those bitter in heart. Little S with the 2 lines to it, so they living in carts. Bullying with the truth, and I'm used to suspect behavior. Enough that already, who saved you? Roll dice, try to beat the prowler. Factual fat chance to defeat the odds. A backhand, with the cost of life and actual blind mice. Lost in front of the answer. Sinking at the bottom of the sea, man. Bukaki, Swami, I get a beat pad. The fleet pass lines up a drawn in a stance, stay preaching. Ain't lose defense.
It's so hard to draw at this small level with this fucking tablet not activating. Do you see this is from your motorcycle playlist? Yeah. Yes. That's so hard. NA electric sockets. I can make a EU version.
I can't feel anything. I'm black and take the side. Oh, I'm afraid of it. Close the blinds.
These legs look awful. Whatever, I don't care. It's supposed to be a doodle. Okay. You sad too. Oh shit. Alright. Time for Destiny.
I think I lost my headspace. Black, white, that's a death taste. I'm getting real sick of my desk. Clock tick, slow down, motherfucking day job.
I need another switch layer.
Kicked out my nest. Guess I'll never see those bad stains again. All in my back's a dead weight. The meds all pouring out my life for death things. Let the creek run dry. Mind sleeps while I'm hiding. I always peep one eye. Internet kids never beat my odds, so leave behind. Let the creek run out. Mind sleeps while my eyes deep. I always know to keep one down. From me to me, there would always be one crown. All these voices in my head won't go away. It's my paradise. It's my Novocaine. I'm so numb to the soul casing. I can't feel anything. I'm back in blue shaking. All these voices in my head won't go away. They built a paradise. It's my Novocaine. So numb to the soul casing. I can't feel anything. I'm black and blue shaking.
I don't care about that part.
I'm black and blue shaking. I'm black and blue shaking. Yeah. All my days are dead and I can barely see my own reflection. Finally met a chick who's sick as fuck, who'll keep my distance. All my days are said to be made up by a better me. Although I know that I am sick as fuck, I keep on missing. And I'll shout it from a mountaintop, I'd never be ashamed to ride this wave until my fountain falls. I'm strange as Doctor Strange. Can you hear it, babe? My couch is calling, stay and talk away. Pour a glass of wine, dine you with my brain and pop some game. I love to paint shit, love to take you dancing in the moonlight, homie, face it. Everyone knows that I'm dope as shit and you can taste it. Baby, I'll show you what open is. Don't resist this. Lovely, my heart is a broken fence. Is it what you think? I was some sort of savior with a six-pack abs and a bunch of money saved up. Well, you got me wrong. I'm a wavy motherfucker and my balls hang low to the floor. Hey, come on, what's up? Is she?
Reminder, motorcycle playlist, okay?
Look up, come on, what's up? Come on, what's up? Come on, what's up? Yeah, welcome to my circus. All my days are black and white, I barely see the difference in them. Picture vocals spinning different records till my bin is spinning. Walls are splattered, paint is dripping off of, but I'm quite the catch. By my ass, my life is but a film stuck in an intermission. Shit example, been a handful. Mama hates my ways, I'm a cynic dancer. Been advancing, no one hates my face. I hope you twist an ankle, dip your bankroll. I'm just in a phase of being paused. Oh my god, and that's all I have to say. You stupid bitch, hope you have stupid kids. Well, I'll be stupid rich. Fuck what Cupid says. Love is for the failures and the stupid kids. I am super duper stupid, I could have been the greatest, but I'm staring at these splattered walls because I fell for you instead. Is it what you think? I was some sort of savior with a six-pack abs and a bunch of money saved up. Well, you got me wrong. I'm a wavy motherfucker and my balls hang low to the floor. Hey, come on, what's up? Is she with us? She gon' fuck up.
I don't know what the fuck Fuentes looks like.
What's up? Come on, what's up? Come on, what's up? Yeah, welcome to my circus. So cool.
No idea what Fuentes looks like. Sekai Saemo. I have the slightest temptation to draw fucking Nick Fuentes as some kind of like goblin looking. I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm gonna do it. He's a devil. He looks like a goblin. That's the joke. He's the devil on his shoulder, of course. That's why he looks like a goblin. I'm packing it in, boys. I'm packing it in. I'm about to take a 30-day day off for this. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love it. I love it. He is looking very devilish. A very devilish creature. Needs goat hooves? No. 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 All right, we're ready to make this what it's supposed to be. It's way too tight. Of course, we have these on YouTube. Second, we start covering Steven. I don't care about that part. Okay, that's fine. That's all fine.
Take your time and take it from me, 'cause it ain't yours and nothing comes free. I'll keep your time till someone can see. When the beat hits your feet, aren't you lost and lonely? Don't you know just 'cause you can't see it, it doesn't mean you gotta believe it. Taking time till someone remembers to keep with the beat instead of looking back. We'll take a walk in the sky and come back down. Come on, your tired eyes.
I don't know about this head, but whatever. Do you use mediums besides digital? Yeah, but not. I barely draw at all. So when I used to draw, yeah. But you know, lately, just because I only ever draw on stream, really. But I used to like draw for like my tutoring stuff and draw for fun and whatever. I just don't as much anymore. But before I did.
Take your time, but don't go easy. I never learned, 'cause no one can teach me. I kept time, but I couldn't be left to think. Swim or sink in a changing tide. We'll take a walk in the sky and come back down.
You're not gonna get the song that way. You got to Shazam it, bro.
The nights, the wasted time. I've never been the kind to give up, but this once. If I could turn back clock to yesterday, will I find a better way? Enough to make me feel like I was born to survive. Turn back clock to yesterday, will I find a better way? Enough to make me feel like I do more than survive. We'll take a walk in the sky, then come back down. Come on, your tired eyes, it'll come around. The days and the nights, the wasted time. I've never been the kind. If I could, oh, I'd turn back the clock. Find a better way, enough to make me feel like I do more.
I don't like that. It looks like poop. Literally. Just want something more complicated, but whatever. I guess we'll just go with this. Awful lot to ask of your viewers. I think that's one of the silliest things I've read all day. No, I rarely even play music, so it's not like we have the setup for it. It's a bit of a spontaneous deal, so I don't feel too bad about it. I give you guys so much of my energy and time that it's very difficult to feel bad about that stuff. I don't know. Personally. Just personally, I feel like that's like totally not fair to me or whatever. So like I would prefer that we not say that.
singing different songs, hitting different notes. Tell myself I'll have anything I want as you listen on, questioning our bond. But don't get me wrong, steal your heart I will, but clip your wings I won't. Drifting on. Never needed help, covering up my pleasures. I keep wearing out my hell, telling me I keep terrifying everybody else. Matter of fact, you surprised I'm scared of myself. Ha. Well, whatever. No, I ain't claiming I never made an error. When I felt worse, I remember feeling better. Never felt a recollect me for my terror. Moving like a tag, y'all disregarding rules. Picking up and dropping anything that ain't a use. Feeling temperamental, but you're getting me confused. You ain't gotta compromise, but together we can lose.
I see your message. I'll respond after this one.
Reaching for the stars, singing different songs, hitting different notes. Tell myself I'll have anything I want as you listen on, questioning our bond. But don't get me wrong, steal your heart I will, but clip your wings I won't. Drifting on, clip your wings I won't.
Man, this pen is like disagreeing with me so bad. I would honestly almost rather use the mouse because I'm expecting it to do one thing and it doesn't. All right. What's this donation about?
To help you through your inevitable involuntary vacation. For the awesome drawing, don't know what cut YouTube takes from super chats.
What? Oh, let's see what we have going on here. $20 from James, helping me through my involuntary vacation for my slightly Semitic or anti-Semitic, I suppose. No, he is a goblin. Okay, he is a goblin. All right, like the people in Harry Potter, just goblins. Hashtag just a goblin. I honestly like drawing goblins. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to use any reference. I had to use some here and there, but only for people. I'm just trying to see like, what am I good at? What do I suck at? I probably should have zoomed out for these legs because I don't know. They looked fine, and then I realized that I had the perspective wrong. But that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. You know what? Now that I'm looking at it, this whole drawing is kind of not good. So Big Boss Bose wanted my favorite appliance in here. I don't really have a favorite appliance. If I did, it would probably be like a rice cooker. But I thought it would be funny because we have a cat if the cat was in the bathtub, and then I'm a fucked up person, okay? I have problems, all right? I yell at the internet for a living. At the internet and on the internet, okay? So I kind of, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. Okay. I'm setting up this cat for success, though, because in a debate between Nick Fuentes and Destiny, surely Destiny will lead us to victory and will get him to not do the evil thing. Hopefully that is the case. You know, I think he'll do it. I think he'll get him sorted. This is the kind of thing where normally I would have like a straight edge on the tablet that I would use to get it right. But because this is a doodle and we're trying not to care and do it quickly, because normally these drawing requests take me forever because I take them a little bit more seriously than they ought to be taken. And today I'm trying not to make that mistake. I would love to do drawing streams where we just focus on references and try to like get better at drawing stuff. And I talk with you guys while I'm like working out how things work and whatever. But I don't know. I don't think I'm like the best person to do drawing streams because I just don't want to talk. I kind of just want to draw. You know what I mean? And you know, we have yet again another sort of reference that the Nick Fuentes people around us would probably appreciate, right? Showers. Or rather, they deny the existence of the showers. I don't know. I don't know what their deal is. But you know, anti-Semitic jokes aside, I think this is coming out pretty well. $5 is way too cheap for drawing requests, and any chatters that argue with that can suck eggs. It is, but I don't think I can fetch a higher price, and I barely get any bites at what I put it at, so, you know, it be what it be. I would like to try to do some art streams that are like collaborations with other people, and I think that would be fun, and maybe get some audience members that are more interested in my artistic endeavors, perhaps. But you know, that's all in the future, and so we'll see how that works out. I've been reading Dune, and I've actually been making like good progress through the book. Like I've read like 100 pages, I think just in the last like few days, because I just haven't had a lot of well, I've been taking a lot of breaks, because frankly, when I work a lot, I get very moody, and so I need to take breaks frequently, because I have the pleasure of being able to take breaks given my job, and that's something I take advantage of, certainly. All right, so here's our bathtub. We'll just finish off this side here. Okay. And we'll finish off this side here, which should be more or less the same shapes, right? Over on that side. And then we'll draw the bottom of the tub here. Bloop. Bloop. Maybe we'll give some other indication that the bathtub is full, like a little bit of a leak on the bottom. So we'll put some tape and a wee bit of a crack. And then we'll have some water dropping here. How about that? How about that? And again, we get hit with Destiny's favorite friends, the Hate Brigade, the random porn bots. We have a meme of blaming on Steven. Obviously, it's not from his community. It has nothing to do with him. Booksmarts, have you thought outside the box for the collab? Like maybe instead of collab with another artist, maybe you could illustrate live to a poet or... No, I would hate to do that. That's gross. I'm not into art in any kind of like intrinsic way that artists are into art. I'm not into it that way at all. I like the utility of art. I like that it's always fascinated me insofar as it's related to communication. I'm very much a communication nerd. So for me, I am interested in art because I think it gives you the ability to communicate to people in a nonverbal fashion. And that's what interests me about art. And it picks up on patterns in life. That's another interesting thing. Like when a drop falls off of a faucet, right? It starts like this, and then it gets like this, and then maybe it gets a bit like this, and then it falls, right? Bloop. And then it begins to flatten a little bit, and then it breaks, right? And then those breaks kind of turn into their own things. And like that kind of stuff interests me, but I'm not really like interested in like drawing to things or whatever. Did you see Romania just annexed Moldova? No, but I know that they took control of Bofa recently. Both of these nuts. But nah, I don't know about any of that stuff. I don't even like poetry or whatever. God, I thought the reference was they needed to shower. What the fuck, books? Somebody else requested an optical illusion, but I don't know how the fuck I would even do that. So yeah, I don't know. This is kind of fucked up now that I'm looking at it. This is kind of wrong. This is kind of not cool. This is kind of not great. The only weird part is the cat fell asleep in a tub of water. Hey, he's being chilling. He's the fluffiest cat, bro. He's getting a bath. Yeah, I suppose that is a bit strange. Okay, it is time for the final part, which is this MC Escher-esque thing that I have planned, but I don't know what the MC Escher staircase looks like. So I'm going to look it up and see if I can recreate it at a very tiny, tiny, tiny level. Oh boy, there's no fucking shot, no fucking chance in hell that I'm going to be able to do that. But I will give it a shot because that's the kind of man that I am. I'm a man of my word. If I said I was going to include it, then you bet your top dollar that I'm going to include it. Okay, so we need something going this way, then this way, which is widest. So we'll do it like this. Then we have something going this way, and it goes this way up, and those are connected. And then we have a bit of a landing here, and then another door here, and then this landing goes up and up and up that way, and then that up and up that way has something on the back end and more, and this, and then you know, that becomes flat, of course, as one would expect, and then we have the second half of this going right here, which has to be parallel to that one, and that one's also going to take us up, and then we have a flat here. And then that is also, of course, as is Escher style, going to go up here in this direction, which of course has other stairs going down in this direction, and they plateau here. And then it looks like where they intersect, there's this bit of a dealio here where it pops off of this section, which is meant to be flat. So I'll mark that as flat. This section here is flat. We have some poles of some sort on the side here. And those poles are a common fixture. They'll also be located here, and they'll also be located here. They hit this corner here, and they come out and in front here. So we're going to need to remember that those poles go there, atop that facing there. They come out and around here, so we're given a better look at them there. And then they come down and are around there. And then we have a big archway over here, which will be cut off in our version of the painting, and a nice little tree in here. And then, yeah, and then we have another staircase coming off of that, going up here and going down into this way. And this has all got to be dark, real dark. Okay, so I think I've essentially blocked out more or less what I'm going to be doing here with this this here drawing. That's of course a door, which is going to be dark on the inside, and I'm not going to draw the people in this one because we kind of got enough just with this. Now let's see if I can translate this this sketch into an actual drawing. My margin doodles used to always have those stupid L-shaped rows of dots you connect and reverse to make a 3D looking curve, and the 3D box looks like it's coming out and going into the page. Interesting. The only weird looks fine otherwise. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just finish this up, okay? Because this part's going to be probably fairly difficult. I know what I'll do. I'll pack this entire thing into a box that is going to be a door. Okay, that is for some reason open sideways. Okay, and it's gonna be our little secret, because this guy's in hell, because that's where conservatives go. They go to hell, in case you didn't know. And we'll put some markings on the outside of the door. And I'd love to have our bots back. Thank you, bots, for appearing again. And then we'll put this here. Excellent. Looking fantastic. Put a little mailbox here. Wonderful. All right, let us complete our drawing here. The MC Escher aspect of this. So I am going to start with the biggest thing in the foreground because that's going to determine a lot of how the rest of this goes. So we have this. Let me make sure I have my chat in front of me here. And then it needs to come down as a staircase would, right? So boop. Very important I get straight lines, but I can't do it with this tablet because this tablet has been disagreeing with me all day. So I'm going to fuck up all my proportions here, which is unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. Then this will come down. It'll come out. And then it'll come down. And then this will come back this way. And so on and so forth. So I am going to try and be cheaty and do a little bit of a trick where I don't have to draw this kind of side version too much. It'll just end right there. Wonderful. And then I will do our arch because I want to keep that flat with this. So our arch here, which I'll just put in like this. I want to keep the flat part of it flat with this. Because I believe from the way your eye looks, it's supposed to be part of what is supposed to be like centered with each other. And then I'll draw this weird plant. Okay. And where do we go from here? Well, this continues straight this way, but not all the way. Whoops. It goes here, and then it hits a corner. And again, if I had a straight line tool, I would try to do this with the straight line tool and make it look nicer, but I'm making do with what I got. Okay, so that's good. This pole needs to be coming out from there like this. And another one here. It's coming out like this. And another one here is coming out like this. Whatever. You should be able to hold shift and get straights. No. Yeah, but at this point now half of it's drawn, so we're kind of fucked. But that is interesting. I had no idea about that. Do you draw with your tablet vertical? No, horizontal. Okay, so where do we want to go from here? Probably our railing. Bloop. Actually, let's try this shift trick. Oops. How does this? Okay, so like this. Actually, factually, I think that might be our savior here. That's actually hella cool. Ah, fuck. I gotta remember about sticky keys, though. Gotta get those sticky keys in there. The problem is it points like this and whatever. Let's just... fuck it, dude. Now you got me tempted to be using this shit all the time, bruh. Now you got me real fucked up, bruh.
Ooh, wafting.
Who is this?
Well, everyone likes their own
Who is visiting us in an autistic home?
Analysis.
Oh, it's Frames. How lovely. I wish I could have lived by you. Sounds creepy, but it is true. I wish I could have made the North Carolina thing work. I mean, there's still maybe hope for it in the future, but yeah, you know how shit be. To give you a quick rundown on what we're doing. So don't be upset with me. So the request essentially was to draw Destiny as the angel, Nick Fuentes, of course. This is obviously Nick Fuentes. Obviously Nick Fuentes. It's got his nose and ears. So we got Nick Fuentes as angel and devil over the... let's hide that part. Over the shoulder of Spectre, or whatever the fuck his name is, from the most recent Destiny debate. Somebody asked for my favorite appliance. Okay. Somebody else asked for a fluffy cat. So here's our fluffy cat. And, well, it kind of took off from there. Sneeko. Yeah, it's Sneeko. Florida is looking. Oh, I might not be ending up there either. Wow. That is a sentence that I struggled to get through. Interesting. Florida is looking like a possibility. Well, I mean, Florida's where all the old folks live. Doing a panel soon on Twitch Manifestos soon, if you want to come on. What are we talking like soon? Are we talking tonight, or are we talking like in the next few days or a week or something? I'd be down. I'm supposed to be doing more stuff because, you know, I have to give it to my people. I have to start doing more for my people. Okay, so then we got this. Somebody wanted an optical illusion thrown in here as well. So I'm trying to add the optical illusion in presently. Somebody turned me on to this cool feature where I can draw straight lines with a key combination on the keyboard. So I'm very much so enjoying that part of this because it's making my life a lot easier. But it does the sticky key thing, so because it's shift, and that's kind of annoying. So, but yeah, I have Aiko and President. Lemonies is co-hosting. Wow, that was a breath of fresh air. Okay, turn off sticky keys. You can disable that in Windows. Is that so? Can I really? Well, next time it comes up, I'll have you young people walk me through that, okay? Because Daddy's not a big tech guy. I'll tell you that much, okay? I'm not a, I know some people think I'm like a tech god, but the frank truth is that I do struggle with technology a little bit from time to time, and that's something I ain't never done before. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you guys want to help me with that, that'd be cool. Just clean up this part a little bit. I gotta close down the shop. Lurk. All right, good to hear. You can disable sticky keys, but that won't get rid of all instances of sticky keys, if you know what I mean. No, I don't. Care to explain for everybody? That one's way off. I don't care though. I don't care. That's my secret, is I never care. All right, we'll just bring this in here. Do a little nub. And then these are coming out and over, so we can't do a straight line for these. So they come out and over, out and over, out and over, out and over, right? Out and over. Spacing's off, so that looks really awkward. We'll just do an extra one here and extra one right here at the end. Spacing is still off, but less awkward, right? Less awkward. We'll put that one there just to give the illusion that it continues to go on for a while longer. And then I will do stairs in some sort of way that makes some kind of sense. Again, I'm struggling with my pen tablet here. It doesn't want to get started on writing a line. I have to kind of go back and forth a bit like that to be getting it going. So I'm struggling. I have a limp pen, people. I've got a limp pen. And I'll tell you what, that limp pen is just not functioning the way I want it to. But that's okay. We deal with limp pens here the same way we deal with bad rhetoric, right? We work on it. Cummies. Why did I read that like that? Cummies. Nobody's having cummies here, brother. Who's Frank and what does he have to do with tech? I don't know. I know Linus has something to do with tech, right? There once was a Sandman who said, this drawing's idea of railings is off. For if there were a way... Oh, that's all way off. Wow! Rezus V says, don't mind if I do. I see you there, you're drawing. Okay. I see you there, you're drawing. That's cute. No. That's real cute. That's real cute. You know, one thing my dad always told me.
What the fuck? Sam.
Is you gotta look out for the real ones, you know. I've been blessed, okay? I'm living a blessed life. All right. I see many people in here who do not have the Lord's blessing. Okay, and that's between you and God. You need to go get baptized. Heathens. Motherless children of God. Here's 10. Here's 10. Fuck it. Here's 10. Dropping it on us. Thank you, Rezus. I do appreciate that. That'll probably be making noise for a while. And it will save me from having to do commentary while I finish this drawing.
What is that?
The real OGs are the people that save me from having to keep talking. That's the real OGs. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this on the end here.
What the fuck? Sam. What is that?
Oh, I didn't hit disable. Fuck. God damn it. If you caught a gifted sub, you say thank you to Rezus. You're in luck. Deepak recently started shilling the little blue eraser. Should help with your lip pen problem. Ah, I see. Did you know that 44% of men over the age of blah 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 have erectile dysfunction? Is it that kind of shit? The Philip DeFranco type beat? Is it the Philip DeFranco special? You know, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing right there. Ooh, cute, so cute. That's great. That's great. You love to see that. You love to see the support in the community. That's great. I love that. Man, I guess I just do it here. Oh, now I can disable you. Now I can disable you. Use sticky keys. Allow shortcut key to start sticky keys. Hell no. Use toggle keys to start sticky. Yeah, I guess that's okay. But yeah, that's not what I want. I want that sticky key shit off, bro. Not about that. Not one bit at all. Man, this MC Escher thing was really not as hard as I had anticipated to get the result that I wanted. That's because your mind is not unhinged enough for Escher. I guess. I really do feel like it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I was really, really worried, and I'm no longer worried, especially with this shift key thing, because I can do this pretty shittily and get away with it. I only need to give the impression that it's correct. Which is a godsend. I think in art class and stuff, you have to take all this a lot more seriously. So it's a bit tougher, but you know, I can play around and have fun with it here because there's no grading. Like my singing? Is it pretty good? Could you tell what that was? Could you? We'll just leave it like that. That's not how that's supposed to be, but nah, I'll do it the way it's supposed to be. May as well. Interesting, fascinating. Put this here and put a railing here, or 2 or 3 probably. Oops. I did a fucky wucky. I did a fucky wucky. Oh, I fucky wuckied. Oh, I fucky wuckied. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That wasn't what I meant, but okay, that works. Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know what I was going for with this in the background here, but I guess I'll just ignore it because it's probably not super important. Maybe we'll just add these here. Give a little bit of an impression of depth. Maybe a little bit of a depth impression, you know? A little bit. It's really hard with this pen tablet because it doesn't want to listen to me, but whatever. Okay, I think that's my Escher, which is all done, and my door, which is all done. So now, essentially, I just need to darken in the places that need to be dark, and then I'll be pretty solid. Pretty solid. That should be darker, but I could care less at this point. At this point, it doesn't matter, you know? Just doesn't matter. Just not worth it. I'm having to work without my pressure sensitivity here, so bear with me on my shading and whatnot. That's so bad. That's so bad. Whatever. I don't care. I think that is all done. I think it's all done. Just make this big. Color in this whole section here. Just like y'all. Okay. Maybe color in this section here. Just like y'all. Just like y'all. And then we'll do a little bit of accurate work here. Bloop, 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 bloop. All the way up our stairs. Bloop, 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 bloop. Just trying to keep the planes and the lighting somewhat similar, which means this section will be black as well. And I'll make it a little bit more black, maybe. Boop, 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 boop. Just like that. And I'll have to erase it off these railings, but that's okay. I'll probably just add another darker layer for the railings, and we'll do that, and we'll do it at maybe 85% dark. Ooh, that is quite dark. Especially over the existing dark layer, which is going to influence things a bit here. I am doing a very shitty job of this, but I can clean it up in about 2 seconds, so I'm not super concerned about that. Though I should be, because I'm wasting time. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oop, boop, boop, boop. Whatever. Okay. Good enough for God, good enough for me. It's a combination of chatter requests. Yes, it is. It most certainly is. This whole drawing, I didn't come up with it on my own at all. None of this was from the mind of Booksmart. So if you see anything in here that you're very concerned about, take it up with the chatters. Definitely not me. I had no artistic liberties during the duration of this entire event. Just like drawing Steven as Princess Leia and Vosh as Jabba the Hutt. It's kind of just, you know what happens. Happens. Sometimes people request stuff, and then we had to draw things we're not too proud of. Although that one I was kind of proud of by the end of it, but whatever. Boop, boop, boop. We can't even tell if the lines are parallel after kind of darkening them in, but oh well. Oh well. We'll go ahead and darken these planes a bit in here. Just like that. And get these little guys in there. We're probably gonna need some lines there, Poindexter. Yep. Yeah, we will. Which we will cheat and use our tool to do. Of course, because we're smart artists and not dummies, we'll use our tools to our advantage. Wunderbar. Food in the bar. Yes. Yes. Just passing by. Hope you have a good day, Bookie. Thanks, Furby. I'm happy you stopped in to say that, dude. Just make this room dark and then we'll be all set to go. Actually, while I have the opportunity, I'll make this like a bit of a shadow in the room. Just like that. It's the little things, you know? It's the little things. Interesting. Okie dokie then. Alrighty then. I think that's good. I think we probably need a line there and then we're all good to go. It's totally straight. Totally straight. I'll just color these a bit. All right. And we're good. We're solid. We're all done. So there's that random complicated thing in the background of what is otherwise a not so complicated bit of work. I think one thing I need to really get better at is small details versus like large details and whatever. Because this just looks so random and the composition is just really not all flowing together. Like these lines are super tiny. This is kind of weird and difficult to tell what is going on there. Actually, one thing I will do, I shouldn't be getting too granular about things, but I will. I'm going to color this because this looks strange to me. It looks like it probably should be colored. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to color this wall here as well. And then erase this bit here. And then I'm going to color this wall here as well. Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. Anything else? Actually, I shouldn't be doing all this. No, I'm not going to do all this. Okay, that's fine. That's fine the way it is. Cool, cool, cool. Wonderful. This is an awful drawing. Okay, what are we saying here? You can combine creativity with your more sciencey love of art next time by imitating Dali's room and melting objects, imagining how things would melt. Is kind of fun. Sure, but it's meant to be optical illusions. That's why I guess we picked this one. I just realized this isn't stairs at all, but that's okay. We're all done. That's all right. We're all done with this. Part of me is tempted to color some stuff, but the problem is once we start coloring, your boy Booksmarts is very, very, very colorblind. So the problem is I start picking colors, and about 40% of colors I can't really get the color of correctly. So then we make fun of Booksmarts for spending 20 minutes drawing a green sun and stuff. Which is very funny for you guys, but you know, less fun for me and funny. So, you know, coloring not my thing on stream because I do look like a doofus. You know, when I used to be in art class, I used to color, but that's because my teacher was very nice about me not knowing what the colors were and stuff, and she would always answer my questions and help me pick colors. Just lol, I'm guessing you think that's gold. Did I say we're coloring? Yeah, we're not coloring. Okay. We'll play it your way. I actually should probably get some swatches going on here that I can save for later. So I'm going to get a swatch of gold and just keep it in my color palette. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna grab this and then I'm gonna drag it into my editor. Oh yeah. That's looking very, very gold. Wait, what the fuck? This looks so ugly. There's no way. This looks so different on my other monitor. Is this really what gold looks like? Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. I'm gonna have to look at it on this monitor then, because maybe everything is just blown out on this monitor. I kind of don't like that. Actually, I could just fuck with the colors, because surely I'm qualified enough to do that. I'm gonna make it this. I think this is gold. This is like the kind of gold that I want, okay? This is the kind of gold that I want. That's a light yellow, I think. Well, that sounds like what gold is, isn't it? Well, he's not that far off. Gold is like brown. Yeah, I like this color. I'm gonna keep it. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna keep it, but I am gonna put this this color back down here, okay? But I am gonna keep it. Fuck you guys. I do need help with green. Paint bucket time? No. Your boy don't paint bucket shit, okay? Because I don't close my lines up. I'm not gonna paint this cat. I'm not gonna paint this porcelain. Maybe I'll paint his shit red or something. Some kind of like muted red. Maybe orange. And we'll just clean up the edges with an eraser. That's okay. Going outside the lines, that's a happy little accident. That's all. And we'll get our eraser. We'll make it nice and... Ooh, that's not large at all. We need that. Swatch sounds like a bad word, right? No, it sounds like a watch to me. But, hey, bro, you be you. Yeah, I only think watch brand when I hear swatch, so I have my associations already stuck in there. I think we need this fella's skin color, which I am not going to try to create on my own, and I will probably just grab from an image of him just to be safe, because you know, there's some other yikesy aspects of this drawing, and I don't want one of them to be the skin color. That is for darn sure. I would like to get that part as correct as possible and not be accused of things because of my disability. Gosh. The life we lead on the internet, huh? Okay, so there are those. Now I need his skin color, which I will go to the YouTube channel to grab real quick, and then we'll close up for tonight. Let's see. Go to Destiny's channel because I think it's on there. Grab
People more powerful.
Go here. Get me a screen grab of this feller's face. Ka-chow. And Control S that as skin 1, and then go into my Delio here. Go to pictures. Go to skin 1, which should be here. Drag it in. Bloop. Ooh. Wow, we have some diversity, eh? It's a lot of diverse skin tones in that one image. I'm just gonna go with this one. I think that's close enough. What do you guys think? I think that's plenty close, to be honest. I think that is plenty close to that man's skin color. Because it is that man's skin color. Because I grabbed it from a picture of him. And if it's not close, then he needs to fix his fucking webcam, bro. That ain't on me. I'll tell you that much. I'm tempted to make the toaster like a bright yellow. To kind of emphasize the electric aspect of it. Kind of give my colors some purpose. And we'll go ahead and make his scalp this color. Because why not? And then we'll erase the bit around his eyes. And that should be fine, yeah? And then we'll grab it for Steven, and of course make it more white, because that's what Steven is. He's definitely...
You're not white. You're brown.
Yeah, well, under the right lighting conditions, sure. Okay, that's Steven. Good enough. Oh, I didn't draw his hand. Whatever. Don't need it. And then we'll make him imp colored. So maybe it's kind of imp color. The yellow really captures the violence and draws in the emotion of the band. You guys, you're so funny. Ah ha ha, he's going to get banned. No, I'm not. Look at that. He's a little goblin, little bit of an imp. Our little impy boy, Nick Fuentes. He's looking gorgeous. Looking just stunning. Just stunning. I'm going to make that back part a little bit darker. Just a little bit darker. Just a little bit. And a little bit more saturated. And then we'll make the wings even darker. A bit more of a leathery sort of deal here. Boop, 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 boop. I just didn't want to make his face dark, this dark, because it'll kind of smush out our details, whereas on the wings we don't really need those details nearly as much. I need to copy his skin color again because I forgot to color in this in his hands, so we'll do that. Let me tell you about wicker baskets. Nice. Tell me all about wicker baskets. I'd love to hear it. Okay, there's that. There's this. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. His little fingies. And we'll kind of morph into a tail here. Why not? Why not? Those wing colors look amazing. Well, I'm happy you think so. We'll kind of make his horns similar. Bloop. I don't like this other horn, but that's okay. Now we need a proper red for our United States flag here, because I want to pay my due respects to it. I feel like this red looks like orangey. Am I wrong? I feel like this red is like sort of orangey red. But I'm not a color expert, as I've kind of made clear today. No idea. We need our blue, which needs to be a bit of a more proper blue. And then we have these fucking bots back again. That's so annoying, dude. So annoying. It's just a smidge orange. I think it's fine. That's good. Okay, so I don't have a good American blue color, so I'll just do that, and then we'll kind of erase some bits of this out. I think YouTube needs to fix that bot problem. It's really, really annoying. Like, it means you basically constantly need a moderator. Like, on Twitch at least, I never felt like I constantly needed a moderator. Oh, that's right. Fucking our pen isn't working, so we need to like go a gazillion times for it to mark anything. Come on, there you go. Honestly, if you're ever considering like getting a drawing tablet, I really highly recommend you just spend the money to get a Wacom, because all these other ones have their own like problems that may be enough for you to just decide, fuck it, I'm not getting it at all. So I think that if you're ever considering that, just keep in mind that you're going to spend the money once and that thing is going to last you for like forever and a half. So I would highly recommend that you just spend the money and do it right the first time. Like, I got a Bamboo Create tablet when I was still in high school or junior high. And that tablet lasted me the entire time that I owned it. All the way up until now, it still works. And I bought this one because my other tablet, I lost the pen for it, the Wacom one. And I kind of wish I would have just spent the money for a new pen. You know, if I could go back, I would have probably just bought a new pen. I probably still will end up just buying a new pen for it. because it's just that much better. Even though it's super old, even though it doesn't have a screen. I mean, this one doesn't have a screen either, but like, you know, I think it's very, very reliable, plug and play. There's no fucking around with settings every fucking time you want to use it. Like, I think all of that is worth the extra that you're paying to have a Wacom branded tablet. My partner swears by the Apple/Pen setup. You know, my little sister draws a lot more than me, and she really likes the Wacom shit, or the Apple iPad and pen shit. So, you know, maybe, I mean, your mileage will vary. If that's an option that you can like readily consider, then yeah, maybe it's worth going for. But that's also a very expensive choice, right? Like, it would be even more than just deciding that you're going to get like a tablet with a screen that is a whole computer in itself, right? Because that's essentially what you're getting with the iPad, and you're locked into Apple. You know, I think for one iPad you could afford what, like 2, almost 3 what are they called, Windows tablets, like the old Surface tablets. Like, I don't know, bruh. I would kind of rather have a bunch of old Surface but you know, it gets back to what I was saying earlier, that maybe you want the thing that works, and so you'll just spend the extra money and get the thing that works. But yeah, you know, I just it's tough. It's a lot of money to spend on that, and I'm not a big fan of Apple, nor do I want to like really support them or anything. So for me, the decision is clearly not to go Apple, but my sister swears by him. She really likes them, and she draws an awful lot, so maybe that's an option for you. I know you don't like the drawing, but Destiny and Fuentes look great. I actually do think, weirdly, that Fuentes looks good as like a devil or like an imp. Something about just all you need are like eyebrows and a nose, and somehow it looks like him. Steven, we have to draw all the fucking time. I like drawing him with the poofy hair because it's easier. But yeah, we draw Steven on here all the time. Everybody always requests Destiny. It's like, it makes me feel like I'm an obsessed fanboy or something. Oh, we need some skin down there, buddy boy. Yeah. Surely even a lower quality tablet will last you the short time until artists are replaced by AI. I feel like artists are kind of already replaceable by AI in most circumstances. Like, technically speaking, like if we combine perfect access to all of the AI in the world, like a perfect market where people can use it to get whatever it is that they need, like I think you'll probably find that we already are at the point where AI can do a lot of what's needed to be done. Honestly, some random person who just learned how to like use a drawing program and whatever, like some random person in India or whatever that's been trained how to do it, I think even those people can cover like most graphic artist needs of most companies, and they'll be fine. Like, I use a software called Canva. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Here, let me see if I could just show you real quick. Let me go to Canva. So if I go to Canva real quick, this is like what I use, for instance, to make everything on the channel, basically. I think that this, you have this and you're basically fine. Like, it gives you a bunch of random pre-built things that you could just edit and move shit around in, even animated things. So like if we click this, which is my schedule thing, you have the background, which you can move around. You have the text. These are all like pre-built. So you can pick a bunch of different pre-built ones. And if you pay for premium, you get like even more. But like most companies, as long as you don't want some super duper strong brand presence or recognition or whatever, like you can get by just making these for your graphics and stuff. I think you'll be okay. Which is what I'm saying, like most small businesses and stuff will be fine just using this. Maybe if I go to other templates, I could show you more of what this does. Like, let's say we need marketing. So we click on marketing here. your logo shit, your flyers, your banners. It has stuff based on like what the sizes are. So you have this, and like you could just pick and choose elements. And if you get good at using Canva, you spend like 30 hours on this, I think you're in a really good spot to create stuff for companies. So yeah, I feel like people could do this. As a graphic designer, it's upsetting. You know what? I had this awkward moment with the BGG team where I was like, could I, now please don't scoff at me, but could I technically just like make this on Squarespace and then we'll be up and running with a prototype while you guys do your own thing? And there's this like silence, and then the like, well, technically, yeah, you could just like put an embed on like a Squarespace website. And then some random computer engineer person jumps in with like, oh, but there might be security concerns for X and Y and Z. And another person says, yeah, but you won't have this and this and that. Like, yeah, but for most people on most things, and technically even with BGG, we would technically be fine. We wouldn't have a lot of bells and whistles in chat and whatever, but like you could get off the ground and have like a decent looking website with Squarespace like pretty instantly. We've come a long way from like WordPress websites, and even WordPress websites, I feel like you got used to how to do WordPress and you could do a lot without a lot of technical knowledge at all. So like, you know, Omega Lol, Monka W, it's an awkward question to ask them, but like, you know, it seemed to me like a lot of the things we were creating and whatever, like, well, technically I could like mock this up in Squarespace, right? Like, worth asking though. Yeah, like I just, it's not to downplay their work and stuff. I know what goes into it. Like I am aware. It's just like, you know, I want to know why not kind of deal. Managing technical help is so tough if you don't have experience. It's tough to manage expectations that way. But that doesn't apply to Squarespace though. Squarespace is really, really good support. I don't know if anybody has actually used Squarespace in the chat. Their support is actually really, really good. Even with technical stuff not working. So what exactly would you say you do for this company? No, I mean, I get what they're doing is stuff that wouldn't be possible on there. But I understand that because I asked the question, right? I feel like AI art will be like clip art, rough concept stuff that artists have always... I actually completely disagree. I think AI could be taught how to do like figure drawing and like basic composition and stuff like that. And it could be the sketch that you hire some cheapo graphic artist to like do the actual work of. Like it could come up with 50 or 100 different layouts and compositions for people and like flows. And then they pick the one that's most appealing to them with the colors that are most appealing to them. And then that gets tossed to a graphic artist to do like the last leg of work with like hashing out any details there. So like, I really do feel like if you combine all the different AI stuff that is possible right now, we're probably there for like 95% of what people want to do. I think it's only like 5% of people that can really afford the graphic artists and need the graphic artists for what they're trying to do. I think a lot of people could just chill the fuck out and be fine. They already have an AI program that can make pretty incredible drawings, just given a few words as parameters. It's crazy. Yeah. Just check out Midjourney AI. Some of the stuff from that is next level and anyone can use it. Oh, this thing that made the scary thing. Yes. I am aware of this. I saw the compilation of these that it did on that I saw on Reddit. Which is supposed to be the last selfie or something like that. And so it made these to be like the last selfie when the world ends. Yeah, it's a very creepy program that does very, very creepy things. But I guess it also does cool stuff. That's pretty cool. Oh, I wish they had more images. Should really just be a thread of images. Good evening, book. What up, Hayden? We're just completing some art that we were working on. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and switch us back to that view and make sure my buttons are correct on the tablet, which they are not. So probably drawing 2. No. It should be art. I was looking at MAGA colors so that I could have the red for the hat. All right. I think we are basically, all done. That's what I think. I think we'll just color this bit here to bring the eye to it a little bit. And maybe we'll color this toaster some kind of yellowy. I know this is green. See, I caught myself there before you could say something. Go on the side and it links you to the Discord. I don't want to be linked to some random Discord. I'm in enough random Discords, but I appreciate the pointer there about what it's going to do because I don't want to be on that Discord. Boop, 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 boop. Bam! Lime green toaster. You love to see it. Let me just straighten that off there. Okay, wonderful. All done. All done. I should make this door green. Oh, green, my mortal enemy. Let's try and make brown, huh? Let's compromise a little bit here. Surely I can make a brown of some kind. Is this a brown? Sure, that's a brown. Booksmarts? Of course, Booksmarts, our glorious leader. That's a brown. Bing chilling, right? That's definitely brown. Definitely. That's definitely brown. That one right there. That is 3-day-old dog shit. That is a definite brown. Brown will be pretty similar to the devil. Yeah, well, this is similar to the devil, no? Just right. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful brown. I like my doors like I like my women. Closed. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. I'll color over this with silver. Whatever. Okay, now we need our gold. This part here, this part here, these parts here. And then we need some kind of silver for this part here. Bloop. Oops. Fuck. Fuck, dude. I told my fucking women that they need to stay with me. Because I'm Andrew Tate. And I have a small cock. Oh. I got lots of money, okay? I got a lot of self-respect, okay? So I go after women that don't have self-respect because they just want money, okay? Let's not play games, all right? He has such an interesting, like, accent or whatever. The way he speaks is, like, very, very interesting. I kind of pick up the Canadian in it, like, strongly at times. But it's like a weird version of it that I have trouble kind of placing because he also has like a surfery kind of vibe to him. All right, that's more than enough. I have to stop. Somebody stop me. All right. Woo! We're all done. This image will be available on my Patreon. That's right. I will be working on the Patreon. It is on my list. I actually have to complete that before I leave Romania. It's one of my requirements. So I will have that done. And we'll probably be changing the way that benefits work and stuff like that. There may be changes to the availability of VODs as well. So if you're a VOD watcher right now and you've made it all the way to the end, I'm just going to let you know, we may start making the VODs a Patreon only thing because we're going to be making YouTube videos out of all the VODs. And, the full thing with all the timestamps and stuff and the work that goes into that, I think I'm going to start unlisting those, or at least unlisting them like days afterwards. Lime green toaster, Peepo giggle. Hey, it's a 70s toaster, okay? It's from the 70s. It's from the 70s, late 70s, okay? That's what toasters look like in the late 70s, okay? It brings the attention, brings your eye to it. You wonder, why is the toaster green, right? You know what? Fuck you guys. We have, essentially, a giant Fibonacci sequence, okay? So you start with the toaster, and then you go, oh, he's looking, what's up with that lime green toaster? Oh, he's looking at that toaster. Oh, what is the angel waving no about? Oh, there's a cat in the bathtub. Okay, and oh, he's telling him to put the toaster in the bathtub, right? And then like you go, oh, okay, so like he's got this red and this blue. Oh, look, he's got Yeezys on his feet. Wait, what the hell? Oh, that toaster's plugged in. And then you come over here and you're like, oh man, you know, you go over here and you're like, oh man, oh, it's plugged in. Oh, there's electricity. And then you come back up and you see the cat and you see that the cat is sleeping and you're like, oh no, the cat's sleeping. That's crazy. And yeah, so that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Alternatively, you could start here and then you like follow the cable down and you're like, oh fuck, it's electrocuting. And then it goes over to here and you see that there's water leaking. And you're like, wait, where's that water coming from? Oh shit, it's coming from there. Oh shit, there's a cat in there. And then you follow the Z's and you're like, oh, the devil's telling him to put it in there. Oh, but the angel's telling him no. And then you're like, dude, please don't drop that toaster in there. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of, there's a lot going on here. Even over here in the Escher drawing, you're like, whoa, we got 666 going on here. And like, you know, this going up to this door. And then the door goes up to this staircase, but that staircase doesn't go nowhere. And then it goes over here. And then, you know, there's a mailbox over here. And, you know, I think it's got a lot of, you know, Fibonacci going on here. So, anywho, there's a drawing. I'll put it on Patreon. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. If you donated, if you gave subs, big thanks to Rezus. Rises in the chat, rising up from the middle of nowhere to drop a bunch of subs on us. Thanks for hanging out. More streams on the way in the next 2 months. I'll try and build this shit up and get more people in here and get the party started. I will talk to you all later. Have a good rest of your day. Let me see if we should raid somebody on Twitch and figure that situation out. I didn't save this drawing the entire time, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that and name this canvas today's date, which is the 8/6/22. Woo-wee. Alt-tab out of it and exit it. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, bada bop. Oh, okay. Let's go to this and let's see what there is on Twitch to send you to. We have Counterpoint, Sansel, Prime Kai, Stardust. Oh, I should rate in the Stardust. Maybe you should let me on the panel. Have a fun stream, Book. Have a good night. Yeah. I'm happy you enjoyed it. Are you still exiled from DGG? I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some people don't like me there, but Steven will have me on probably. Let's do /raid and I'll send you to Stardust and maybe I'll be on there later. I don't know. I'll ask Stardust. Stardust. Oh, yeah, it's Stardust. Yeah, just like that. Spelled like that. All right, pile in, party people. I will talk to you later. Have a good one, dude. I'll talk to you later, Kubi. Hope I catch you on the next one. Dan, thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night, your morning, your day, whatever's you got going on. Talk to you later. Bye. To my YouTube people, thanks for hanging out. To my VOD people, you made it all the way to the end. You're a crazy motherfucker. You're going to have to walk up to the computer and press next on it. Thanks for hanging out.